Morningstar, you have been knocked unconscious. You are currently being helped into the back of the amphibious by Jason and Oz. Cloudy, you're quickly sliding down after your flight. Everyone is getting into the amphibious. Oz pulls Morningstar's body in, and this is when the bomb goes off. It is loud, but it's not concussive. It is like the sound of glass shattering 1,000 times over. You can see at the point it explodes, it's almost uncomfortably localized in the meat space, and then it begins to expand. These cracks, these shatters, this magic, expanding continuously. Every bit of organic matter that it touches seems to eviscerate. On the Matrix, you can watch as code things break apart and begin to fall to pieces. The trees cry out, but not in pain, in victory. You watch as the trees rush towards the bomb itself, come into contact with it, and they transfer its momentum up, out, as they grow and wrap around this facility, speedily growing as fast as they can. Then the shaking starts, followed quickly by the roaring. The facility is coming down. The pillar at the center shatters and breaks. Oz realizes very quickly what's going on, leans to an open window, yells at his boys to get in the car and go. And he looks at you all. I guess alright, I'm with you. Let's go. And
Let's fucking go. And Cloudy will just rifle around little first aid bag, find a little slap patch. 6 stun immediately healed on Rissa as just jolts her awake. We're gonna need everybody. Mojave, patch her up else the best you can, please.
Yeah, I imagine he's just sort of like panting there, pats Oz on the shoulder, having sprinted away from the bomb at high speed, just clutching that jaw he stole from his belt in his other hand.
Yeah, I think Morningstar, she does indeed jolt awake with a violent inhale of breath. And I don't think that there is a questioning of what happened or where they're going or what's, I think she just immediately goes into business mode and makes herself more readily available for Mojave to do his work so she can operate on all cylinders.
Yep. Put for Morningstar really quickly as you are running out. You, having memory and understanding of hosts and their functionality, you can see the trees in a very different format. Yes, they've grown out much like a forest or an overgrown bramble or trees, but you can watch them as they snake around and move, and you can see the bigger picture they make. It's a cage. It's like a bird cage that they're forming. It reminds you of the framework of a host. Of a host being formed. Like a 3D framework. And you can see as they're doing this, as the bomb is giving them this energy, and they're reaching in and they're ripping out code and data, they're being able to form more and more of this bomb host, as it were, and they are devouring everything around them and dragging it down into their roots and the foundations.
Oh my god. Okay. there is, her body positioning herself closer to Mojave, but then her eyes are out looking outside of the van towards the trees, and she has a look of awe on her face as she begins to describe what they are doing, that they are becoming something else. She says, "It is like they are making a cage for this place. They are consuming everything here and pulling it into the foundation. They are guiding the bone."
Good. I would like to do some first aid on everybody, please.
Yeah, but the college just kind of sitting here like, wait. You're telling me we just turned a bomb into a living giant
living-
claw dragging things to hell?
A living bum dragging it to a circle of hell. Yes.
When you're talking magic and Matrix, calling it a bomb was only ever metaphorical.
Okay, we were literally shattering everything in a certain
He is
diameter.
grinning as he says
That's a
this.
fucking bomb. I don't know what else you're trying to do. Like, whatever. Point is, that's more controlled, I think.
Yes. It's preventing it from devouring the city.
And us, hopefully.
Yes.
Here's hoping.
As Cloudy just like, faster, please. Oh
Yeah.
god.
Mojave, you may roll first aid on whomstever requires it, whomstever needs it.
Yeah, how rough is everybody looking?
I just came back from the dead.
Yeah, no, I know that,
Yeah.
but like,
If I'm not
You just
wrong,
came back
let
from
me check.
unconsciousness. There's a
Yeah.
difference.
Oh, Oz got fucking wrecked.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did. Because
He got wrecked by yeah. He
Yeah.
took more damage
Luckily,
from,
I've been
Stargaze.
dodging a lot of this shit.
Yeah,
Flying Shocker saved my life. Hello, friends.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So mostly me and Oz have the
Okay.
worst of the damage.
Yeah. Just asking because I do have edge if necessary. If y'all are like looking real rough.
Okay.
Remember, you
So
do have the
it-
med kit, so
Oh,
Yeah.
I know, but also
So the literal stats that we're looking at here is I have 6 filled in physical damage, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in stun damage. Still. The stim pack that I was given by Cloudy allowed me to wake up. But
Yeah, so a side note, when that comes back, you take 7 stun afterwards.
huh?
It hits you for 6, and that gives you 7 after the stim runs out.
yes,
It's meant
not
to be
immediate.
very temporary.
Yes. So
we'll
I think
deal with that later.
yeah, I think this. Oh, when does a stem run out? It's a couple. Isn't it like a couple hours later?
Something like that.
You have
I think
time.
it's like rating hours, so I think it got like 6 hours.
But yeah, so Scales is rough enough. I think I might pop an edge because gosh darn, we need her in the coming nonsense.
hmm
I will expend a point to make sure she is as well healed as I can possibly manage.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you.
And then how much does the med kit add? I ask this every time, but
6.
okay, plus my quick healer is 8.
8.
Hey, 13 will fucking do it. God damn.
Yeah, it fucking will. Holy shit.
I have one job on this party.
Minus 2. You only had
That's-
11 boxes total, didn't you?
Yep.
Yep.
The rest could
Only
go to
11.
Oz.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Right. The rest
Oh no,
could go to
Mojave
Oz
can
then,
roll.
right?
Mojave can roll a whole nother one for Oz.
Yep.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so I can essentially fully heal
Yeah.
with that 13.
Yeah, you do all your physical can clear, and then
Hell yeah.
any of that remainder goes right into your stun. Just take it back to all 11 boxes being done.
Hell yeah. Magic.
And
amazing.
Oz is rough, but not like as rough, correct?
Let me check.
Because gosh darn, I can pop another edge for him as well if necessary.
His nose was bleeding, But he's at least staunched it enough that it's more just dried blood right now. But he definitely got hit enough that it caught. He got hit in a way that, though his face does not have bruising, his nose started bleeding.
Okay. But he's not, verge of death, let's pull out the miracles. I will just heal him normal-like.
No, he was still rocking out with full adept magic,
yeah.
dragon scales back in.
Yeah, no, we patch up scales, we work our unmagical magic, and then, okay, Oz, your turn. Just drag him over.
Oh, yeah.
All business, my brother has not yet seen me at work until now.
Oh, yeah. And when you're healing Oz, a lot of his clothes are fucked, and he's fucking done with it. And he like pulls his actual silk shirt that he was still wearing off, and it's just him in a tank top and a Kevlar vest. But yeah, and you can see that there's damage. I guess actually, yeah, this will be the first time you'll get to see this. All along down Oz's left arm, his left arm, all along Oz's left arm are these banding like scars that run down. It's almost like someone wrapped a cable around it completely and pulled and like friction burned it. Other than that, he also has some scarring that's like up into his neck, including one that's actually around his neck.
Are these
It's thin.
Are these scars familiar to me?
No. He did not have these the last time.
Okay,
I mean,
putting a pin in that.
Yeah, and the one around his neck, I should say, is very thin. It's almost like a line, and it's only on the front.
Yeah, not like mine.
No, it's... The best way to put it is, I'll even give 2 and 2 together. It looks like someone tried to garrote him, and he got out of it and survived.
Yeah, no, putting a pin in, but now is not the time nor place. We patch him up good, quick, professional.
Yeah.
I'm a doctor, dang it!
Oh, you know what? 2 new. He has his wife and his daughter's name tattooed over his heart.
Oh. Okay, there you go. Should be patched up well enough to get beat up again.
Oh, see now that's what you're getting patched up for, right? Just get beat up again.
I mean, in this line of work. Actually, since we're doing it, I should probably try and also heal myself, shouldn't I?
Shit, yeah.
It's probably a good idea. To get a little bit dinged up.
Also remember for those of you who didn't use it because I think Cloudy popped it, there is healing potions for the others.
I donated mine to the trees.
You did right.
I am saving mine for when it's dire straits.
When it's actually the moment of uh-oh.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep mine handy, but yeah.
But yeah, just sort of like asking just to like hold something in place as I'm doctoring myself.
No, for sure. She will immediately be there helping while also keeping an eye on surroundings.
Oz is kind of like leaned back as he's kind of breathing heavier. He's like checking his gun, make sure it's not gonna get fucking, stuck or anything, because there was a lot of goo and bad things and falling and breaking. And he kind of just looks around the car real quick, and he it's too Mojave, but he's loud enough that obviously everyone can hear him. He's just, Ollie, you got some good friends.
What did I tell you? Also, what can I heal with a 4? I don't remember.
It's 2.
Okay. Physical stun, question mark, question mark, question mark?
You can heal both. Either one.
Would I have been able to hear what Oz said to
Yes,
Mojave?
yes. The whole car heard it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then Morningstar will smile and say, well, now we're your friends too.
Just that grin.
My line of work, it's a good thing to have some friends.
Yeah.
You're gonna need all the help you can get after all this mess. So
I'm pretty sure that
fucking
applies in
villain.
every line of work.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, some more than others.
I feel like for my line of work and your guys' line of work, it's also really hard to find some good friends.
yes, so I am told. I got lucky.
It's about here that the car like crashes a little bit, like it does a bounce as it runs over something, shakes the whole fucking car.
Turbulence.
Yeah, Morningstar is looking out towards where we're headed, and I'm using essentially like matrix vision here. I'm trying to see sort of past, I guess, like past the walls to what is outside. What I'm looking for is similar to like when the mages do a sensing and they can get almost like soul readings. I'm looking out for any changes in the matrix.
Yeah, and in fact, I
Does that
would
make
also
sense?
like to sense behind us because we have left the lower half of the thing that was Mananangal back there and exploded it, but also like what's going on back there.
Roll me computer and a sensing, respectively.
Okay. Computer. Okay. A 4.
It should be noted, Cloudy is adamantly looking ahead for any like obstacles or other shit to bar our way.
Oh, yeah.
Should I also do an sensing?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll put that. Ooh. Actually, it's too chaotic. It's too bright. A lot of you, you're trying to look forward, you're trying to see past everything, but I will give that it's too chaotic, but you can see why. I would say that it's almost like a doubled shockwave. So you all are riding like this first wave that's kind of catching up with you. In fact, it's a little unnerving that it's very much catching up with you and leaving you behind a little bit.
Oh god.
And it's it's the fall down, it's the break. It's where the astral's starting to separate, the matrix is starting to separate. Everything is collapsing back into the planes. You're just stuck in, you're in a physical tube. This is a real metal tube, so you're stuck in meat space, but you can start to see that some things are disappearing from in front of you because maybe that was a part of the astral, that was a piece of matrix whatever, or the foundation had fallen through. But now it's becoming much more this slick pipe, and it's going real fast, and you all can hear it now. It seems, as funneled as that energy was, there is a breaking point to how much energy something can take in before it needs to release that energy.
We made a real powerful metaphor.
Yes.
Okay.
And behind you, glowing very brightly, is the reason that there is this domino effect of the plane separating, because behind you is the force separating them, and it is moving very quickly.
Ooh, cutting it close.
It is gaining on you.
There is a little bit of like a message, a thought message to Jay and his interface being like, you need to step on it now. Like, this is the time to put
right.
the fucking jetpack on, brother.
Yeah, and you go back, yeah, the war scales, I got it.
Yeah, we're the heroes, and he's still on crank.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
he's fucking
yeah.
rocking it. He
Jesus
guns that
Christ.
shit. He guns it. Marshall guns it. It is catching up with you, but it is a very slow encroachment given the speed. It's very dangerous to be going at this speed. You are gonna exit this pipe at full fucking force. But
Yeah, as Mojave does look back and just the chaos, if he does not, whoa, just full on exhilarated, like manic Ollie as he used to be.
I mean, the bomb worked. That's what we know. It fucking worked.
you all,
But how well?
everyone else actually gets a little bit of an echo there, as Mojave looks back and just whoo, and then right behind it is also a as Oz is right there with them. In a moment, both of them, you tell, brothers.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
one of
if
the
at,
moments of actual twindom.
if
Yeah.
at that moment there is not the turn to each other and like just the not a
Like-
high five, but the same energy of just elbowing each other.
Oh, yeah.
Like just the manic grin.
Yeah. Mirrored faces right now.
For all these
Uh,
years, in this moment, it's as though I never left.
Yeah.
Hmm.
My heart. Yeah. I will look to the others while we're in this, barreling along, and say, "What happened after I knocked out?" Did we
They
get her?
got the fuck away. She turned into blood and literally sucked up into the goddamn tree.
Oh shit!
And then
Okay.
a fucking and then your fucking giant friend got fucking blood doused on him, along with the little one, the white haired chick,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
just gone. Just gone.
What?
I don't fucking know. Blood
Yeah,
come down,
but-
leave, gone.
But Whistle find our dear little buddy Finn with just a little red cloud of blood just sitting in his belly
Yeah,
and pat him on the side.
this wagon.
Okay, so we got something. Okay.
I also, as I was running past, managed to snag this. He sort of takes the jaw out of his pocket and holds it up.
Oh, I'm sure he loves that you stole one of his trophies.
Oh yeah.
You can see this jaw, and something everyone can take into line is it's easy because the way bone tarnishes like this, you're going to be able to see any kind of cut or indentation in the bones. There are tally marks carved into the side of the jawbone. This one is tallied 25.
You know how it
Huh.
is. T never was one to make things personal, but I figure, why not go cross that line?
I have a
And-
question.
Yes. What would your question be?
So, looking at this jawbone, right? Am I able to identify? I am happy to roll for it. Am I able to identify if this was attached to, let's say, like this looks like a human jawbone or a fucking, insert species jawbone? Yes, that's the first thing I want to know. Can I identify what kind of jawbone this is?
Yes, I will give something very uncomfortable for you.
Oh, good.
It is not, at least not in appearance, humanoid. It appears to be the bottom jaw of some form of predatory animal. If you would like to roll computer to try to do quick search up of just predator animal,
I will do that.
Also, could I roll something as a doctor? Like, I feel like I would know
you
anatomy.
could roll a sensing as a mage to look at it. more closely.
I'll take that.
I was hoping to roll a sensing for a different reason.
Go ahead.
Whether any of T's aura of
of
pride
course.
and accomplishments etched into those little things
Mhm.
inside the jawbone.
I will say that for that computer, it is a large predator animal, and you know from
Mhm.
like quick search looking around, it is not a canid and is not a feline. And for those sensings, is it 3 enough? Let me check for a body. It's not been dead that long. Yeah, there's still some left on there. There is a little bit of T's essence still on this. Just contact with it. But
Can I-
both of you can identify that there is a magic to this. Whatever this is off of was a magical animal of some type.
And is it in any way familiar to me? Somebody who has known a fair few magic animals.
Yeah, and it's familiar to both of you.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you met her.
Yep, that's
You
what I
met
thought.
her
That's what I
in
thought.
any form.
Say it out loud, Softy.
So hold on before you
This-
do. Here's why I asked you about what
Mhm.
I asked, right? Is because I want to know if these scratch marks is the amount of this kind of creature he's killed, or if this is his 25th kill. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. Let me give the information to the others when they share it with you. I'm pretty sure the answer will be very obvious.
Mhm.
Okay, lovely.
This
She will say, "Oh God, I think I know who that is."
Yeah, say it out loud, Softy. Say it out loud.
the mages can identify the familiar signature of Honey.
That's what I thought. Yep.
This is the cleaned and cured jaw of Honey, with a 25 carved into her jaw.
Yeah, as Mojave's holding it up, there is no mistaking the glint of just even though there is a smile on his lips, there is no mistaking the rage in his eyes. He knows exactly what's in his hand.
Oh yeah,
Um,
and it is an extra large grizzly bear
Yeah.
jaw.
yeah. So there is this like there's like a momentary heartbroken over the loss of Honey because she was so sweet and integral to so much of that part of LA. But then the rage that is in Ollie's eyes is reflected in the face of Morningstar because she
And
didn't deserve that.
yes, this is a good and I DM slide again. I don't know if it. I assume it may have crossed Morningstar's mind that clearly the people you saw die in those videos, maybe not all of them, but there is probably a jaw that is on T's belt probably right now that is also familiar to you.
Yep. Yeah. She clenches her jaw and then she will sort of like put her hand on the jaw itself. She's not trying to take it away, but she puts her hand on it and she sort of whispers, "We're going to bring you home. And we'll get vengeance for what was done to you." And it's just this vow that she needs to say out loud or she will break. So
The energy in Mojave's body language as he turns almost nonchalantly to Oz is very much callous and uncaring, but that's not reflected in his aura as he says, by way of explanation, just personal friend of mine.
And Oz looks down at it, and he rolled really fucking well. I got some shift of friends. That's fucked. That's real fucked. I will also give. I had to go look this up to make sure I could give it to you because 3 is enough. Cloudy, and Telly Mojave. I can't give you the level. I don't think at 3.
At the very least, greater or lesser than ours.
Fairly certain that's what I'm doing. I literally have it right here.
Essence of magic are higher, lower, or equal to your own.
Yes. It is higher, and I can give. It is a doom spirit.
Wait, huh?
You can
What do you
recognize T's aura, but it has changed. It is a higher forced doom spirit. T has been changed permanently.
Oh boy, okay. What does that mean, Cloudy?
Oh boy. His not. His even worse than Augie was.
Okay. At
Further
least we know-
gone than Augie was.
At least we know what we're dealing with.
And he still don't.
But, okay. All right.
And everyone, I don't interrupt, but it's on. I just rolled it. Can everyone please make me a reaction intuition roll?
Yes, of course.
Don't worry if you don't fail this. That's all right.
As is a dodge test?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
my
did fail it.
Jedi Force dodge still in effect. All right. Let's see.
I think Morningstar has her like, she's almost like pinching the bridge of her nose as it's just all that information crashes down on her about how much T has changed. Is that it doesn't give her the proper time to react to what's happening.
Tried to mute my mic while I practiced the noise, and it definitely got picked up.
Yep.
So I don't know if that
Yep.
noise was picked up. That is the sound of
Yep.
Midori falling off of Mojave's back.
Oh my god, my son.
So yes, Scales, you're ready to get thrown to the ground as the Amphibious gets straight up, just gets bounced, knocks the ceiling, and drops back down. You're getting fucking rolled.
Amazing.
Cloudy, you probably would have been able to hold yourself up until a giant snake tail smacks into you.
Yep.
And Mojave, you go rolling forward. Oz goes rolling forward. That noise goes off. Midori goes rolling, a little bouncing around like a fucking ping pong ball.
Insert line of Sparethiel swearing.
Yeah,
Yes,
I literally
duplicate that.
Morningstar is just, I'm sorry, because her big ass body is basically slamming all over the inside of this fucking car. So yeah.
Everyone is fine. It was just a bit of a jostle.
Yeah.
Luckily, all the rolls I did during the medical stuff did not do that. This was the first one that Jason messed up.
Cool.
Marshall's still holding steady, though I think he got fucked up by that one too. Both cars are fine. Little damage, but they're
yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
You are almost out of the tunnel. The bomb behind you is very much so gaining, and all of you can see that the light at the end of the tunnel, as it were,
Mm-hmm.
is tinged pink. And
Pink like Rue pink?
No.
Okay.
pink like flesh pink.
Love
okay,
that.
that's fine. Love that.
And,
That's good. That's good
as
for us.
you-
Yes.
You all will rocket forward. Jay is holding tight, and you hear, guys, you might want to hold on. And both the beast and the amphibious slam through a flesh wall at full speed.
Jesus. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Everyone needs to make one more.
Oh, okay. Christ.
Bracing.
Oh shit. Roll it for Midori. Damn it. Alright, everyone's fine. Even Oz is good. Oz is great. Oz buckles himself against two sides. He's fine. Then you hear, ah! As Midori goes bouncing around, hits the fucking front seat, knocks over, ends up in your arms. Morningstar, like, ah!
Yeah, I catch him. I'm like, oh.
And he's just there looking very disoriented, legs in the air, just, Mother, I am dizzy.
I'm so sorry, my love. Hold
Oh.
on. I will hold you until you regain yourself. She holds on to him.
I think my gyroscope is broken.
Oh shit. Cool. I think I will actually request, because I could do programming stuff, but this is like a physical hardware thing. And so she will say to Jay, when there is a moment, please help Midori fix himself. His gyroscope is fallen apart.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Come here.
And I will fucking pass
Yeah.
Midori over.
Midori skitters a little bit. Uh, Jay looks him over. Oh, no, he looks okay. And Midori, like, steadies himself, and you watch him, like, shake a couple times. And it's not actually shaking like a dog, even though it's kind of what it looks like. He's
Mhm.
actually re-spinning the gyroscope
Yeah.
to force its weight back down.
Okay.
And
Beautiful.
once it settles back into his center, he kind of does little leggy dance, little spider dance.
Yeah.
And then he's good. And you just hear tink, tink, tink as he turns to you. Mother, I am good.
All right. Everyone else good? Everyone's fine? No one lost a limb?
Everyone appears to be okay. Both cars are going to climb the sandy antlion-esque trap that is the side of this damn crater.
I will say, the
Right.
moment we are no longer being actively just jostled around, pinballing around this truck, the jawbone of my once mother figure is being carefully wrapped in cloth and tucked in the bag.
Yes, you were very careful. You put it away nicely.
Radiating rage.
As one does. Yeah, I think soon as we're all good, we did the quick check, everyone's fine. I'm immediately going to cast my eyes outward, and I am looking for incoming enemies because I know they're coming.
Oh yeah, as you all arrive at the top of this, the cars come screech to a halt because behind you hear the rumble, and the biodome is finally caught up up onto the top. You watch as these massive white fingers of the trees reach up all the way to the top of the biodome and clasp together like a massive canopy and comes rushing downward. The bomb, as it escapes, once it exits the piping, you watch as it, instead of being more of a force, it kind of dissipates as it scans up. It runs over you, and it's just eviscerating across this battlefield. And you see creatures that are of the three planes, the various blood monsters that were summoned, start to fall as their incongruent parts can no longer be held together. The tech and magic fading from each other, the magic unable to hold together anything, metal bits falling out of gore and meat, and it's just melting and falling and shattering. You can see above Vegas the remnants of that giant red shell is completely evaporating.
I'm just imagining them little worms like popcorn.
Just
Ew.
There is another gentle, hazy rain of red, though this one is far more liquid, as there is no meat left in it. It's more just a sparkly magic blood rain. It's all pretty. It's fine. Though you are quickly caught, you quickly catch sight of something far less pretty. Roaring and screaming in agony and just violence and hatred. You see that massive upper half of a human torso-like creature. Red-black hair dripping down to the ground and dragging with every movement. Massive leathery wings that flap worthlessly as they're torn and unable to get it off the ground. It is what remains of Manananggal. You see that the back half of her that used to be attached to the biodome has been torn. It now drags behind her like a limp tail, and she is clawing at the dirt, moving forward. She doesn't even look like she's aiming for anything at first, but she seems to reach out and grab a hold of a large sepulchre creature as it falls to pieces, and she pulls it closer to her and holds it like a child as it melts. Many other creatures around her melt, and you see her wail and flail in anger and rage and just desperation. She begins to scream out in a language none of you can understand. It is Tagalog, which is the language of the
Mhm.
Philippines. I finally learned how to say it correctly. But she's screaming out in Tagalog. And from the tone of voice, you know it's cursing. And
Yeah.
you see as she whips around turns, and she's staring up at a large metallic structure that probably would have been a radio tower or just a power pylon. And this is actually where Bloody Mary was at that one time. She
Mhm.
was up there, kind of casting out and
Mhm.
being a bitch as she is to do.
Mhm.
She is up there again, alongside of T, and T is holding what seems to be Starry Eyes, though Starry Eyes is being held in kind of a princess carry, as it is a limp figure. At some point between down there and up here, Starry Eyes appears to have been conked out. There is a possibility in your mind, Morningstar, where you're thinking about what just happened, that maybe she got forcibly jacked out.
Understood. Okay.
You were not fully dived in like she was still, and that she might have suffered a jack out.
Okay. I definitely let the group know that she was forced out. So for now, she is out of commission.
Yeah, I was too busy setting the bomb at the time to tell.
It's something I think because of the bomb, she was forced to jack out.
Oh,
She
Oh.
was
really quickly.
yes.
Please mark down that Morningstar, you have a reroll from our beautiful Shiv.
Chef. Okay, let me mark that down.
And we're gonna save that for what's about to happen. Actually, that is extremely useful. Oh dear.
God damn
Goodness
it.
knows we're probably gonna need it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm very grateful, but you said that, and now I am very worried.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, we're only going up against the evil blood spirit that we've been going against since day one. What's the worst that could happen?
It's fine.
When you say it like that, it means the worst can and will happen. So let's just get the energy out of here right now.
So, you all are at the top of this area. The biodome is slowly being literally dragged, not underground, but into nothingness behind you. It's like the damn
shit.
hydraulic press videos. It's just being crushed into dust by the trees.
Good.
The sand is kind of sliding back in. Jason and Marshall move the cars very quickly because it's starting to pile in very quickly. And it's, let's get the fuck out so the cars don't end up down there. Moving forward, though, the just movement of the cars in general, and you don't know if Bloody Mary is saying anything. She's far too far away. But Mononongal's head twists. And it's like you can hear bones snap, echoing. Just her size and form are so much. And she looks at you. And you just see this face looking out beyond wet, reddish black hair. And it is this almost decayed, bent face. Blood dripping out of eyes like tears. She looks sick. She looks in pain. This does not look like a blood demon of some kind of power. The limpness and desperate clutching of the ground as she begins to move towards you is just indicative of the pain that this creature is in. This form is wrong. And now she is suffering the real effects of its wrongness in a world that cannot sustain it any longer.
It's time we do her a mercy.
Yeah, this is it. So now here's the thing. So the environment can't support her, the form she is currently in. Is there any part of her that is still Matrix?
Let me check. Is anything still holding her? Yes! Yes, there
Okay.
is. it is near the back of her that's still mechanical. That was attached to the bottom. She tore it off. It is basically put. The world around you is slowly beginning to shift apart, but for the very near future, you can still reach between the planes. You could
Okay.
definitely not do any of the big things like surround yourself in your own living persona, but
Right.
your powers can breach the edge.
Okay. Okay. Woo. So okay. So with Ollie saying like this is time for us to do her mercy, I am in agreement, and I send out essentially the almost like matrix mechanic of the location of this piece so that Jay can whip us around so that we are essentially closer to that part of her. And I'm gonna hit a thing to try to reach between planes. I think what I'm going to do is a resonance spike towards it. If that's all right, Softy.
Yeah, that's just fine.
Do this at a level.
I will take this as we're starting combat.
I assumed that was the thing. That was what was happening.
I mean, there's only a horrible, half-dead, unalive blood thing crawling towards us,
That is true.
Yeah.
You all will have a single round to... Well, actually, basically all will go twice before she actually gets to you.
Okay. Yeah. So
any
I
ranged
resonance spike.
attacks?
I think I do. I take one or none for this.
You take
the
one.
fate one. Okay, I thought so, but just wanted to double check. Yeah, she reaches between these planes that she can just barely make through, and throws this resonance spike towards that part of her that is still matrix. Almost as if to like speed up the detachment of that, so that she stops being influenced by sort of matrix things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The resonance spike is cast out.
Mhm.
Her tail whips forward and does not dodge it. And you do damage, and you see as your resonance spike smashes into the sort of top piece of this part of her tail, as it were. You see the jolt of light as it shoots up her spine, up the wire that is kind of incorporated into her body. She screams and basically begins to run quicker. Like, it's to the point you watch as now she's really mad, and she pushes her body up and starts to run on her hands.
Oh my god, that's horrifying. Okay, cool.
The ground is absolutely beginning to shake.
So we're vibrating in the fucking Amphibious. Yeah. That's what she'll do for now. And she will probably have already had the silent conversation with Midori of like, you know where to hit.
Midori's just bouncing on top of the car, just headshot.
Yes. That's my boy. That's my boy.
Who else? Who would like to go next?
I'll say, just as far as Mojave doing what Mojave does, I think as we are clear out under the sky, facing down our enemy here, Mojave will slip out of his body again and just astral project skyward for a moment. Once again, that the tiny little magpie dot within the overall much larger glowing shape of that bird of flame, waving the banner, as it were, to let our allies know this was us. We're still here. We're still fighting. It's not quite over yet. If you can rally and come and help us, now is the time. And for what it's worth, if it does provide a little bit of distraction of sudden shiny glowy things shooting out of the Amphibious and going to the sky, that is what it is.
Mhm.
I'm the standard bearer right now.
All right. All right. So, with me, I still have my adorable shining boy. My combat spirit still up and running. Me still up and running. And we all have one thing we can do. And that's fucking triple lightning bolts all at the
Lightning!
same goddamn time.
Lightning. All right. Roll me all of this
Oh,
lightning.
yeah.
Smack me with the
Oh,
lightning
yeah.
bolts.
All right.
Bring on the storm!
Just
Indeed. All
literally
right.
just lightning bolt,
So
lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
we got me. Let's see. Let me go ahead. Fucking lightning bolt. Ow. Finn. Let's see. He doesn't get. Neither of them get quite as many dice as I do. But actually, they both get the same. All at 4-6. So you do with that what you will.
Right? Gonna go roll some things in the corner. Hold on. All right, no, I gotta. All right, I actually gotta roll this. I'm gonna roll this for everybody. We'll peek behind the curtain because I can't find my damn bag of dice.
You can do GM rolls.
Yeah, but it's more fun to show you.
Of course it is.
Besides, I only need it for this because once I do this, I'm gonna. I think I know where it is. It's over in the corner. Well, we're gonna do this. I guess 3 times.
Basically.
1, 2, 3, 6.
Oh, did she not dodge any of it?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, those were the dodge dice. Oh,
1,
okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm sorry, what?
I see a lot of numbers, and I don't like them.
I'm gonna go get up and actually get the ones to hide it because it's more funny. But that's to give you a hint. Those are her dodge dice.
Those are her dodge dice?
Yes.
Okay. She's a giant fuck. Okay, all right. Jesus Christ. Might need more mana bolts then.
I will give you
God.
something, Cloudy, as you are now
Uh-huh.
face to face with her. You are face to face with her, and I need you to roll me in a sensing. Mojave, Tedley, you can roll this as well if you would like.
Yes, please.
Yeah, the information is
Oh,
a little bit
no.
more for Cloudy, but it's same.
I like to know things.
We all like to know things.
I will give it even on a 3. I won't give it to a 2, but I'll give it to a 3. Right now, at this moment, she is force 15. But
She should have more dice.
she should.
Oh, God.
It seems that her spreading herself among the planes is beginning to degrade her. Right now, she is force 15. But you know, you did a roll similar to this once to identify her. She was somewhere in the force 20s. She was so much more powerful before.
Oh shit! This took her out, man.
She
Well, we did
Let
kind of
her
blow her
affect
up.
more thing. That too.
And I'll give that I'm not telling you the exact amount she will be lowering, but as it stands, throughout this fight, she will continue to become weaker. You are watching her deteriorate in front of you.
All we gotta do is keep her busy so she doesn't wreak havoc on the rest of the city.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Has everyone had a chance to go yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think then what Morningstar is going to do is actually a derez on that matrix part of her to make her weaker and speed up that separation process. Because this feels like the time to do so.
Not a bad idea.
Ooh boy.
Roll that fade. Oh! Oh no!
This feels like the time to use my re-roll that was given to me
You
by
may
Shiv.
re-roll
You
that
know,
I
fade.
think
Yeah.
I think I need to re-roll.
I'll let
that
you
thing.
honestly. I'll let you re-roll the D-res to get a better thing if you want as well.
Okay.
I'll let you
I'll
re-roll
take
the
it.
whole damn thing.
I will take it.
2 for the price of 1.
There we go. And then now roll your fade. Come on.
Okay.
Much fucking better. Shiv,
Thank you
goddamn
again, Shiv.
fucking
Thank
angel.
you. That
Whew.
almost took me out, y'all. Hey, but only this time. I only
Literal
took
angel
one.
of mercy out there. All right. So
Yes.
with that is very different. I'm putting that on the thing.
Wonderful.
So you're only going to take 1 fade.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do. Yes. And then in the same order, Mojave, you choose what to do next.
Again, just itty bitty little magpie shape within the center of this gigantic flaming bird shape circling over this new battlefield. If I am able to distract Mananangal here, draw her attention, great. But mostly it's to let our allies know we're still here, we're still fighting. Rally to the flag, to me.
Yeah, I've been letting you use this as the roll. Roll con.
Okay,
I've
Hey.
been letting you use that as your distraction roll.
I appreciate.
Oh shit. Oh, I forgot she's. Oh well. All right. We will deal with that in a second. Cloudy, you may go. Technically, Midori and Jason haven't, but I have their stuff set.
Hmm. I saw what happened initially. Kind of like I just chucked this at a brick wall.
Yeah, and to give and I should have done this, to give an imagery to what you saw when you fired this lightning, it looked like she basically reached up her hand, and you saw on her left palm there was this strange dark spot that seemed to move down the arm, and when she held it up, it's like she grabbed the lightning, and you watched it travel very quickly down the arm, down her spine, and then down to the ground. To basically her tail.
Almost like a current.
Yes. It appears like a grounding wire.
Understood.
All right, not doing that again.
Maybe it'll have a better effect once the metal piece that's on her still, that's like matrix. Maybe it'll have a better effect once that thing is gone.
Mm-hmm. And so instead, I'll go ahead and ask my boyos to help me funnel this drain for a minute, as I'm just gonna try and mana bolt the hell out of her.
Hell yeah.
And they help me with the drain. They add the little magic dice to it, and I cry, because I am
Big mana
doing
bolt.
a bigger mana bolt. It probably won't pay off.
You don't know that?
I don't know that.
Oh! You know what? That's not bad.
And I add 12 dice to this drain. Okay.
You're good.
Jesus Christ.
You're good.
I was expecting to be in pain. All right.
So,
Um,
flavor what Manibolt looks like for you.
It looks like most everything he does is going to be like an electric blue, but this one has a bit more of the like green and purple hue to it, as what looks like a giant fuck you hummingbird is flying directly into her face.
Hey!
You all watch this giant mana hummingbird go flying towards her. There is this gentle, almost song-like humming in the air as the air passes by its feathers, and it slams into her like a splash. And you watch her whole body reel. She slips off her hands. You watch her ribcage smash to the ground as she goes to hold herself back up. And she looks dead at you, Cloudy, and she's pissed. And that's when she begins to reach her hand forward over the dirt. Not in an attempt to grab the dirt, but she seems to be doing something. But I have to go do the damage to her from 4 separate fucking thunderstrucks going off. Because we technically skipped Jason and Midori's turn, and they were going to do the same thing on both turns.
Dodge and soak. Dodge and soak.
Get him, get him, get him, get him. Get him, get him, get him.
I'm actually gonna do this. Where's the sheet? Where's this fucking sheet? He is with us in the afterlife. Oh my god, where did he put it?
Mm-hmm.
Totally not me trying to get my the thunderstruck to work. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
Oh boy.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, okay, okay.
That's fun. This is fun. Making sure I wasn't wrong. Oh, you fucking with me?
What happened?
Another
no.
wonderful things to hear your ST say without context.
Oh, right. What do you mean, Softy?
More of those hit than I was expecting.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yay!
We love that.
A thunderstruck, obviously, it's not actually lightning damage. It's a projectile. It's basically a fucking anti-material
bullet.
rifle.
Yeah.
It's a tungsten rod, if I'm not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So all 4 of these goes off. Only the third one misses.
Okay.
Oh.
Hell yes.
We'll take it, we'll take it.
Right? So I gotta put in all that damage to her soak. Which, I absolutely found the bag. It was behind me the whole time. My bag of dice was behind me. So basically, I'm imagining this is Midori climbed on top of Jay. They both set their guns to go, built up for double shots, and just let them loose. And then just decimation, with only one kind of going off and smacking into the dirt. But just shoulder into the rib cage. You know, kind of like she does the whole, like, just, as she, like, kind of falls backward for a minute. But she leans, catches herself with that right arm, reaches her left arm out. And this is when it starts to pull. And you hear audibly, she's gotten much closer now. You hear that audible sound of ripping, of tearing, as at her elbow joint, her hand keeps going and stretches and rips all the way and lands and then gets up. And it begins to run towards you all. To give a clue of how large this is, the hand on its own is about the length. I should say that. The arm part is the length of a school bus.
Skitter Wallmaster?
Skitter Wallmaster. It is now skittering at you as a Wallmaster. It's coming for you.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I hate it here. Okay, all right.
Yeah, this thing is spidering towards you. She is continuing her movement, though it is a little bit more slow, as she's basically, she doesn't have an arm.
Okay, so this thing, her little arm guy over here, the thing.
Yes.
There's nothing Matrix about that.
No.
If I were to hit it with like one of my stuff, it just wouldn't have an effect, right? Because it's all neat space stuff. Yes?
No. Yeah, not this thing.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna attack her little Matrix box again.
I have to ask, did that con roll I did have any effect?
It did. That is the reason that all but one of those thunderstrucks hit.
Oh, okay.
Hey. I'm so instead of doing a D-res this time, I'm gonna do resonance spike. Okay. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Well, it is what it is. We fucking eat those. I'm in the Amphibious with the doctor. How much do I take?
3.
3, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Is now a weird time to mention, hey, by the by, doctor, I never got a checkup.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Can we retroactively? Because gosh darn, if I would have seen the faintest trace, like back, no way would I have skipped over Cloudy in being able to perceive him with my human eyes.
Oh man, guys, yeah, you know what? I think roll it.
Yeah.
Please roll that.
Yeah. I asked.
Why did you not say anything? Jesus
Well, because there were other people that obviously needed a hell of a lot more than I did. But healed up 3. That's my physical and a stun. I'm good. I'm okay.
There you go.
Hell
yeah, unfortunately, if you don't say anything, I don't know how to do anything.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, she gets Morningstar gets a wee nosebleed, but she quickly wipes it away and continues her focus, having fired off this resonance spike at Manangal's little Matrix box situation.
Yes. And it is going to begin to malfunction.
Yes. Okay. Beautiful.
You have dumb
love to see
enough,
it.
dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I talk for a living. You have done enough damage.
Mm-hmm.
It is into malfunctioning, and now, Morningstar, you can start to hear it. That box that is connected to her
Ooh,
appears
Lord.
to,
Okay.
at one point, have maybe been some form of main computer. And it's attached to her. It's attached to her spinal column. There's no way that's not interacting with whatever the fuck she counts as a brain. And you can hear it. It's now broadcasting. It's just crying. It cries of pain, cries for help. It's just countless recordings of people asking for help. You can tell that it's just audio. But with it being this loud now and talking, you see Manananggal begin to wail louder. And she starts to reach back and rip at her tail.
Okay. This can absolutely be for flavor. This can be something I can wait to do on my next turn. It's up to you, Sapi. But I think as fucked up as it sounds, I think Morningstar with her technomancer abilities, she amplifies those cries. Sort of as a means to, what's the word? Essentially make,
Psychological warfare against the enemy?
yes, like make her hear every bit of it, no matter how she fucking claws at it to remove it. Like Morningstar amplifies those cries for help.
Roll hacking.
Okay. Here we go. Dice gods be with me. It's a 4.
It is louder. And I will put that it is actually a speaker. Everyone can hear this now. Morningstar, you have turned on the speaker.
Yeah.
Monongol
Yep.
is now receiving this in stereo. Everyone else can now hear what's going off on that tail.
The bird of flame, the aura surrounding the tiny little magpie that is Mojave at the center of the beacon nonsense. To say the flame grows that little shade redder, as once again the harm done here to so many people is underlined. The blood that has been shed, the sacrifices made by those who had nothing left to give.
Here.
Is Blight Mary still standing there, by the way?
Actually, at this point, the VTOL arrives.
Pardon me?
Did
The
you just
what?
say VTOL?
Yes, a modified VTOL shows up and begins to land behind her. It is very visible, very obvious, and you can see that on the back of this plane, with a giant red fucking stripe, followed by a giant vaguely like purpley stripe, written in big old letters in white, Miko Industries.
Oh,
These bitches. Okay.
And it is there, and her, T, and Sorry Eyes are getting on.
though there's very little I can do to them physically, I would like to shine the proverbial spotlight on them as they turn their tails and run. Fleeing like cowards, let everybody see them flee, and let everybody see the vehicle they're fleeing in, who they belong to, and who the enemy is.
Oh yeah, I'll let you do that.
You can run, but you can't hide.
I'll give with that understanding. Like every one of you can see this immediately. She's running away, and she is running away assisted by what appears to be Miko Industries. And for any clarification for anyone else who might need it, those are the people who it was tracked down were harming Labe and poisoning the homeless populations of LA. Just in case anyone needed a memory of what that was.
No, as
I remember.
As that VTOL makes its escape, the fire that trails after it may only be astral, may not harm the VTOL itself or the people within it, but their trail is marked. They have been seen, they can run, but they will not hide. I have seen your souls, and I will find you.
I have to ask this, ST. Will the VTOL still be in sight by the time my next turn rolls around?
Yes.
Okay. So okay.
Yes, I'll say that basically on this turn they are getting on. The next turn will be the beginning of the they're actually starting to get away.
Okay.
It takes a minute for that thing to really get going, and then it's gone.
Yeah. Okay.
They're extracting. Let's see, did everybody...
She calls herself a blood god, but she's a bloody coward.
Silly Sandy's running away.
Like the little bitch that she is.
Is it actually in here? Totally not me trying to find where Jason put the thing. So I think I may have rolled it wrong, and I need to know where the fuck it is. I should have asked him this.
Alas, that the gremlins stole him from us this day.
What
Gremlins.
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to look for the actual mech, i.e. the troll suit, because that's the one that should be being rolled. But we're going to continue rolling this, and I'll just be very nice about it. It's fine.
Okay, I wonder if he has it like in his notes or something, so that it's in a separate thing for him to keep track of. You know,
Yeah, I'm looking.
like on the sheet.
Right. Everything will be fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do this. I remember what the bonus should be.
Mhm.
That's much better. How many turns has it been? Shit, it's my own fault.
I think technically it's only 2. Yeah, that was our
Yes.
our second round.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I keep track of that.
Mhm.
Woo! One of those hit.
Hey,
That's 15 more towards her soak. Oh, shit. Alright, doing math. Okay. Got that written down. We are now at this point comes the fun and games. Because all of you will start to hear a scratching. And it grows to the sound of almost like rushing water. Like many, many tiny little legs skittering together, followed by another larger set of legs, as over the hill crests the crustacean nation.
Let there be crabs!
Yeah.
Riding atop their grand crab friend, they skitter down the mountain and run right into the hand that Mononongal sent after you. And they basically, right into your path, smash it over, and smack it into the ground. And I rolled all of your allies on numbers. They were the ones that came up. It was entirely a random.
and you know what? And that's
To
on
me,
poetry.
to me!
And that's on
Crustacean
poetry.
Nation, rise eternal!
Yes. Oh my god, I love this. Okay.
They
Hell
go
yeah.
full on whale fall on these things, and they are like over it, dragging it to the ground, and like crabs and lobsters and shrimp are just doing little crab motions and just eating it, and they're just devouring it. Fucking Bonanongal, in a moment of almost humanity, has to kind of sit back a little bit and just look. One arm still laying on the shoulder, dangling limply, looking at her arm being devoured by small crab spirits.
Eat or be eaten, but never forgotten, never destroyed!
That.
They didn't see the little guy, they never saw it coming.
And the big hand is trying to like flop away, but you just watch one large pointed arm of this spider crab-like spirit, the biggest one, just stabs into the palm. The other one stabs into the other side, and it just holds it there for its small brethren.
Yes. Okay. Beautiful.
And on top of the large spider crab stands, claw in claw, Garrett, Steve, and Percival. Claw in claw. Claw in claw.
Strong, diverse, powerful, and proud. Crustaceans united at last.
And claw in claw, you watch as steak knives are thrown into the arm
Yeah.
The spectral
my
steak
God.
knives, little cowboy hats on everybody except the. Well, actually, no, there is still one on the ramekin on the shrimp.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's even
They had
smaller.
perfect headwear. They had perfect headwear. They didn't need to change.
Yes.
You know?
They just
So-
wanted they wanted to join the crowd. They wanted to join and fit
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So
And I
what
can only
incarnation this
imagine
crustacean?
the look on Oscar's face looking out the amphibious window.
Just the actual. What the fuck
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah.
It's the only appropriate response.
I can't even like Morningstar doesn't even try to like explain. It's just like, yes, that's you're seeing that correctly. Alas.
So the arm is pulled to the side. Mononungal's rage. She's continuing towards you. She will have reached you, at least in her range. So
Mm.
I need everyone to make a decision. You can either trust in one roll or everyone rolls. The one roll is that Jason is given a pilot roll,
Mm-hmm.
and if he pilots correctly, everyone gets to dodge. Or everyone jumps for it and dodges on their own.
Okay. All right.
My body's in the amphibious. My consciousness is in the sky.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I want to do the trusting in the pilot here. But I do want to ask if I can give a +1 to help because I can do sort of like programming adjustments as far as like balance recalibration. If we get hit with something, maybe like an absorption thing, like bolster up the shields of the amphibious, something like that.
Yeah, if you want to help, I will give the amphibious a +1.
Yes. I personally am doing the vote of trusting my friend who is the pilot. And just giving him the little bit of support. That's my vote.
Yeah, again, my body's in the car. My consciousness is in the sky. Like,
Right. Cloudy, you're the decider here.
If he were here, I'd say pilot all the way. I'm not sure.
I just don't trust my dodge, so I'm like, I know he has a better dodge than I do. So
Yeah. You know what? For your sake,
Thank you.
go with the pilot. We'll go with the pilot.
Thank you so much. I unfortunately am not a wizard and I can't fly.
I will.
Well, this isn't necessarily the flying bit. I have
Yeah.
extra Jedi dodge powers.
Woo,
Yeah,
spicy.
see, exactly.
All right. For those of you staying, I will give Jason a +2.
Hey. What did we get? Is it good? Is it bad?
That
It's
is
pretty
enough.
good.
That is
Hey.
well enough. So,
Mm.
once she has reached to sort of where you are, you watch her kind of push back, land on her back arm. It's her right arm, I'd say. So lands on her arm, pulls back, and kind of stretches up like she's breathing in. The rib cage expands, and from underneath it comes this, well, rope of tentacles and intestines, and it lashes out at the amphibious, comes careening down. But Jason, alongside his friends, assisting him, keeping him calm and on crank,
Yeah.
is able to quickly pull the amphibious around, dodging out of the way, while not losing it to the sand or to the edge that you are still kind of near, or crushing any crabs.
Hey, nice.
Well, it looks like Barshal actually was able to handle it as well. He
Woo!
got a
Hell yeah.
little clipped on the back end, but his beast is okay. You are kind of on opposite sides of the tendril, but as it lands in it, it slowly kind of draws itself back. All of her actions are heavy, but very slow.
Hmm.
And that's
Well, she's
just
actively dying, so that makes sense.
So just she kind of slurps that back in as her turn ends. And then I need to do one more. There she is. Who is getting pegged with this? Guess Mojave's spirit form is closest.
Yay.
I guess Mojave will run it like I think we did last time, where your spirit form's just going to use your regular sheet. I need you to dodge.
I love that. I'm definitely statted for this. What do I do again? How do I dodge?
Reaction intuition.
Right.
You
Holy!
are fine. Oh my god, yeah, you're fine.
That's what we like to
That's
see. That's what we like
wild
to
for
see.
how few dice I'm rolling.
5 out of 8? Yeah, holy shit.
Ain't bad. It ain't bad.
So she kind of like turns her head slightly up to you as the tentacle's coming back. And she basically reaches up with her mouth and tries to bite you. And you very quickly away. Very quickly away.
Actually,
Oh.
high key, I have to ask, since I said that I was kind of highlighting the VTOL as the others are trying to make her escape, what are the odds that in missing me she hits them? Like,
We can, you know what? Let us consult the coin of fate.
Hey.
Let us consult the coin of fate. Heads or tails?
she's whipping an appendage like a tail. Let's go with that.
Come on, coin. Sure you want to go with tails?
I mean, now that you say that, no, I want to win, but like,
She does not hit them.
darn.
Okay.
I had to try.
Yeah. I'm glad you did, though.
Glad you did. That was good. That was real good. That did spook the VTOL pilot, though.
Good.
Then that would be the next turn. The VTOL will begin to move at the end of this turn. So it is in the process of starting its go. So everyone may make their decision of what they'd like to do to either try to stop it, hurt it, bring it down, whatever.
Seeing as I don't have the personal power to do any of those things, can I try and eavesdrop on which direction they're intending to go? Just like, the fire is around. They know I'm neat, but like, itty bitty little bird.
I mean, are you gonna try to fly in there?
I mean,
Please remember that they do have Sandra there, who is a mage.
yeah,
And can do nasty shit to your soul. Please stay
I
away.
know.
So just be careful. Whatever choice you make, I support you, but just be careful because she can fucking zap you out the sky.
How aligned are the planes here in this moment?
Right now they're degrading, but I'd say they're like 3D glasses level of aligned. Like, you look wrong, they start to separate a little bit too much.
Is there anything to stop me just like spirit being in the machine?
Like possessing into the VTOL?
Not like possessing, but like hiding in it, in the walls, and just walls have ears.
I mean,
Making it that little bit harder to hit.
yes. I mean, roll sneaking? you're an astral beacon, so it's gonna be a little hard to hide on the astral and a mechanic item, but
Yeah, it's not so much hiding as it is like my aura is all around you anyway. If you shoot me, the engine goes with me.
that's fair. I've just listen. Roll the whatevs. Okay. Look, it's one of those ones where you're gonna get very, very close. To
Yeah,
learn
yeah,
any information will get you close enough that you are going to get attacked at. Just
Yeah.
to be fair.
yeah. No, I understand. So what do I have to roll to default to sneak because I am stealth? No.
Agility.
Limited by physical, I assume.
Yes.
You know what? Heck, if not now, then when? I'm gonna activate my edge again and try to not die. Because that seems like the thing to do.
Okay. All right. No, all right, hold on, fuck it. I will roll all the things for the people in the car and their decisions. Okay.
Mhm.
You will have about 2 seconds before someone sees your ass.
Mhm.
But for putting yourself in this kind of danger, I will give you something. For a moment, you will be able to see the pilot's manifest as it is out in open view.
Mhm.
They are going to LA.
Okay.
Yes, that's the one thing is they are going back to LA. Specifically, I'll give you specifics because you might get shot out of the sky for this. Specifically, they are going to a place called Maiden Pharmaceuticals.
Okie doke.
And now I will require something.
Mm-hmm.
You will have to make 2 dodge tests.
Ooh, Lord.
Okie doke.
We'll make the first one. We'll see what you get, and then don't make the second one immediately. Because the results of the
Okey-doke.
first one modify it.
Wish me luck.
You got this.
T's about to have a bird skull.
Lord.
Well, he got a hold of you. And now I need you to roll... wait, that says agility.
Oh, sorry. I re-rolled the stealth thing instead of doing the dodge thing. I am smart.
No, hold on. Agility, dodge was reaction intuition.
Yep. You are correct.
Woo!
Okay, there might still be hope.
There might still be
You
hope.
got this.
It's a little better.
Okay.
He still got a hold of you.
Yeah.
I need you to do that again, but -1.
You know what? I still have a little bit of edge. If not now, then when?
Right. No, this feels right to spend that.
To quote a good friend, I'm covered in butter.
Yeah, fucking hell, with the edge.
Hell yeah.
You do not get hit by the mana bolt from Bloody Mary. And I will let you slip out very quickly.
Yeah, just a little. I would like to imagine that they're not quite. They don't actually know me. They don't actually know what I can do. Not even T has really seen what I can do because I've only come into my own incredibly recently. So he is entirely unprepared for the way that the bird he tries to grab just subtly, almost unnoticeably changes size. Is just that wrong direction. Just that wrong, just that little bit harder. He not exactly where he thinks I am to grab. And
Bro, that bird
as
melted.
the bird just like when you're trying to snatch a fly out of the air, you grab it, but it's already it isn't where you thought it was. It isn't where you thought it was. And just for that moment, as I'm zipping back out of the walls and away, just with the planes aligned, little for a moment, if he is still capable of feeling in that metallic thing he calls a body, just the brush of spectral feathers on the back of his head.
Bitch.
Tag, you're it.
Oh.
Love that. That's good.
All right.
Ooh, shit.
All right. I'm hearing it. I'm here for it.
I
Alright.
am not. What the fuck are you doing? Get out of there. I'm about to lightning ball this entire plane. You're still fucking around in there.
All right.
Oh no, I'm
So-
out. This is
He's
on the
gone.
way out.
He's
So,
gone. He's gone. He's not in
Mojave
there
slips
anymore.
in and slips out. You will be able to do whatever you would like to this thing. When Mojave gets the fuck out. He's out now. So,
Okay.
Cloudy.
Okay. I see this goddamn VTOL, and I see all of those shits in that goddamn plane. Whistle to Finn. Have my delightful combat spirit do, I think, the last thing he is able to do, as he helps channel my particular power, and our nice little shark boy does his own. Double lightning ball.
Hey, we love.
Wait
love
a
that
minute. I
lightning
just
ball.
heard that lightning ball.
Yeah.
Isn't that the
Yes.
diameter one?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm trying to blow up this VTOL, goddammit.
That is
And
Perfectly
maybe hit
fair.
my Mongol at the same time.
That is, you know what? They are close enough.
Now, my dear little shark boy, he's only doing 6. I'm going to start with his.
Mhm.
Um,
Come on, Finny.
4, 6, 5,
That's
All right,
bad.
not bad at all.
and he will also go ahead and roll. Moi. He takes an extra stun, but he's a good boy. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where did I put him? Okay, there it is. Okay. Oh, he's taking more physical than I thought he did. Okay. This
We'll
is fun.
patch
This
him
is
up.
fine.
We'll patch him
Um,
up.
Let's see. And then there's mine.
Yes.
Where did I want to put this?
Because even if you take out a wing, I mean, you said lightning ball, so this thing's going to take out a huge chunk of one part of this VTOL. But if you take out a wing, it's gonna
I'm
start
shocking the
spiraling.
VTOL. I'm shocking everyone inside, and I'm hopefully electrocuting. Actually, this should answer my question. How far away is Mononongal from this VTOL?
All right, let me get a breakdown in my brain. So
Uh-huh.
we have, say we center everything on Mononongal, and she's at the center. You all are about 100 feet in front of her. The VTOL is probably about maybe 10 feet behind her head. Like, she's at this point, she ran up. She's about next to where that radio tower.
Oh,
slash
so
pylon
they
is.
are close by. So this is just how much
Yes.
damage I want to deal.
Yes,
Mhm.
you will actually be able to get both of them.
As will Finn. Noted.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, as I was going to say, even if a wing gets taken out, they're spiraling to the ground. So, damage is getting done regardless.
You know what? I'm gonna go down and do one of these. God damn it!
What?
It was
Oh,
not.
boy.
I mean, that's still 15 damage with armor piercing of 9 coming at them. But it
Yeah,
could have been more.
yeah, but
Could have
it's
been
so it's
more.
that, but it's also what Finn did too. So we got
Correct.
doubles here of damage.
Oh, that's 3 physical to my brain.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Ow. Ow.
I need the bird to get back in its body so that it can be a doctor.
The
But I
doctor
got
does not get squished.
Yeah, you didn't die, so that's
You
good.
didn't die.
However, that is still 11 11 damage from Finn if they don't dodge it.
Okay.
Armor piercing 6, and then 15 from me. Armor piercing 9.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Their entire world becomes white.
Blinded.
All right, let me go down. So,
The
this is
glow
what-
of the beacon fades to become an altogether different kind of glow.
Yes.
So, this is how this is gonna go. So, Cloudy, you prepare yourself with your magic. You're ready. You're going. Finn stands next to you. He fires off his smaller ball. You fire yours. In the air, yours collides with Finn, and they become and expand. And for a moment, the upper half of Mononongal, the VTOL, and basically Mojave, you are at the edge of this, and you have to turn back and are just sort of blinded for a second. It's like, but you're fine. It expands with white, and there's just this massive thunderclap as the ionized atmosphere slams back into itself. And in view, you see Mononongal charred. Thick, roping electrical burns throughout most of her upper half. As she comes crashing down slightly onto her one arm, breathing heavily. She was not able to get her grounding wire up fast enough. You can see that on her back tail is smoking. That metal piece has completely stopped. The speaker's dead. It's been destroyed. Any electricity that could have gotten put to it just wrecked itself on a full. The VTOL turns off because its entire electrical systems just got fried and its electric engine just stopped working.
Hell yes.
And basically its hovering engine just died, so it is now crashing to the ground. You can see that there are sparks as it seems like maybe there's some sort of manual restart they're trying to get. You're not very certain that they're going to be able to get that engine going. And it is now currently crashing to the ground. And we will see by your next turn what's occurred to it as it's falling out of the sky. It's going to spend its turn falling out of the sky. But
You know,
Cloudy, you
there's-
have done inordinate damage to both that VTOL and Mononongal. Though the VTOL is still in one piece, fucking paint has been peeled off of it by the electrostatic shock.
Beautiful.
There is smoke. That was an intense amount of energy and damage, and you're not sure whether the engine firing that you're seeing is even manned. That could just be, like, nav. That could be an emergency response.
Right.
You don't know if anyone in there is still alive.
I think Morningstar operates under the assumption that if there is anyone who survived it, it's T. T survived it. She's like, I mean, she hopes beyond hope that something has occurred here to their benefit, but she has seen the proof of his like force of will. And so
Naturally.
she's like, if anyone survived, it's T.
Astrally, can we see who's not dead?
I'll let you both roll the sensing. The magic in the atmosphere is definitely a little bit heavy, as a spell is currently dying down.
Yeah. I'm assuming they're all alive until proven otherwise, but
It's very messy, but T's power signature and Bloody Mary's power signatures are high enough that they're visible. They're still alive, but they appear to be the oh no, that's not true. Sorry, I forgot there's a third person other than the damn pilot.
Mm-hmm.
There is still a third soul in there that is Starry Eyes, but there is not a fourth.
So their pilot's gone.
Their pilot seems to be gone.
Okay. Okay.
Just for what it's worth, as they're falling out of the sky, just beacon in the Firebird little lap, little circle, carrion bird style over this dying VTOL, to let the detritivores know their next meal when it hits the ground.
Holy shit. Okay.
Come, my friends.
Now that you've pulled this flying thing out of the sky, my plans have shifted. Which is fine. This is a good shift. Okay, I have to think.
But my one combat spirit that had been there the entire time, one last little salutes and fades.
And his
Back to the
tasks are
astral.
done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lord have mercy. This is crazy town. Okay. Is it my turn, Softy?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask you a question, because here's the thing. Morningstar does not believe that she is strong enough yet to have a real effect on T. She doesn't necessarily know how deep all of his modifications have gone. So I'm so Manangal's attachment to the Matrix essentially has shorted out because of the destruction of the metal piece from the lightning. But Starry Eyes is still available to me. She was knocked out, right? Like from being jacked out. I imagine getting hit with a lightning bolt doesn't improve her chances to get out of being knocked out, right?
You can assume.
Okay. From what we've seen, the healthcare on that side of the conflict is questionable at best.
Cool. Boy, oh boy. All right. I would like to... My God. Oh, I kind of want to try to resonance spike her in particular, while the others handle meat space stuff. Is this something that is in the realm of possibility for me? As far as distance goes.
There's definitely
or is
noise
this the
in
thing I gotta get out?
I'd say there's noise in the area, but you could technically reach across that far.
Okay. I don't know how close she is to being taken out, but I want to resonance spike her, and we'll see what happens after, but that's my intention.
You are able to identify... Actually, this gives you a clue. You can identify her icon, meaning she is no longer knocked out. As a Technomancer knocked out is kicked off the Matrix completely. She's logged back in, so she's awake.
Okay.
But that also means she's a target.
Yeah. I'm gonna resonance spike her. Now I can do this up to... This might fucking take me out. But it might be worth it.
Pixie was apparently holding a reroll just in case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do this at a level 6. And along with this resonance spike, is the crashing memory data of 404, her true mother, as far as I am concerned. And the person who thought she was perfect just the way she was. I essentially want to hit her with this resonance spike and also hit her with shame. So hopefully the dice guards are with me.
Right?
Okay,
You-
okay.
Hey, you got the max to the level. Now hit that fade. Oh, ho, ho, ho! Pixie, do you want to give the reroll?
I swear, those fade dice do not. This episode and last episode, they have it out for you.
They are not my friend, I'll tell you that much.
I don't
They're
want
like,
to
"We'll
do
let
this
you-"
because I know your fucking boxes cannot be that high.
Nope. Listen.
Redeem. Oh.
What?
Yes. Yes, Pixie. If it's what I think it is, yeah, I'll give it an automatic success. If it's the redeem I think it is.
Da, 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 da.
You succeed with no issues. Pixie didn't buy a reroll. Pixie bought the success.
Pixie is a fucking angel, and I need everybody to know this. Okay, the times Pixie has saved my ass is so high. I love you so much, Pixie. Yeah, it's fully just the resonance spike is made up of these memories of her true mother, of the love that was there for her without her having to change a single thing about her, and she threw it all away for nothing. And she hits her with the resonance spike.
You hit her with the resonance spike of shame.
Yes.
So this resonance spike goes flying out, and you know it hits its target. And a resonance spike comes back at you.
Yep.
If I'm not wrong, this is actually a little different, because you're no longer...
Yeah.
This is going to be your firewall.
Mm-hmm. Because now that we're no longer in the joint realms, things are a little bit back to how they were.
Should be your willpower?
Yeah.
I think your living persona's firewall is your willpower. Because that's why it's so similar to magic. So roll willpower? If I'm not wrong, that's what that's what I was rolling for her.
Okay, so willpower type of thing.
I believe it's just your willpower.
Okay,
Well,
because
we
it's
will-
asking me for another attribute.
Is there a none option?
Yes.
That one.
Okay. It's a 2. I get hit with it for sure.
You are going to take... Yeah, plants are still mixed. You're going to take 2 stun.
Okay.
And you are being hit with the resonance spike of shut the fuck up. Which is exactly the message that she sends to you, basically.
Ma'am. You don't know me. Yeah, no,
You
I
don't
receive.
know.
I
Yeah,
receive.
Yes, the
the
message of, bitch, you don't know me.
Right. You don't know me. But yes, no, I receive her shut the fuck up message. And through, I think, just like probably just bleeding nose, Morningstar smiles. Because she knows if her thing didn't affect her, she wouldn't have told me to shut the fuck up. So yeah.
So a little back and forth, little fun back and forth there.
Yeah, between the technomancers, a little technomancer fight.
Spicy texting.
Yeah.
That's a Technomancer battle. Spicy texting.
Yeah.
All right, that would mean that's Morningstar's. This is the turn that the VTOL got hit, so that was Cloudier's turn. Yes, so we are now at Mononongal's turn. And it is time. Many bodily noises have been heard from Mononongal. Her size and organic nature has been fairly obvious.
Yeah.
But this sound is something almost probably the strangest of the sounds. It's a sizzle. It's a sizzle and very gentle cracking, almost like pop rocks. And you watch as the rib cage that Mononongal has, basically you watch one arm go down, the rib cage hits the ground, and the top of the sternum and things begin to peel and melt and fade. And all the mages, you don't need roll sensing for this. You watch as the aura of this great spirit gets smaller. Not weaker, smaller and smaller, and condenses. And pulling herself out of the center of this mass as it starts to fall down around her is probably what could be considered what Mononongal actually looks like. She is a medium height, dark haired woman, very pretty tan skin, very golden hue to it. She is dripping in blood a la Carrie. But one of the most notable things about her is from her sternum bone down is nothing. It's empty.
She left her legs in her other pants.
Yes. And she moves as if she is walking, though there are no legs. And she leans forward, and the leathery wings pop from her back, and they keep her aloft. And she stands and stares you all down as she begins to move forward. And you are all inundated with a song. Sound of a lullaby enters the air. And I need every single one of you to roll willpower. Everyone with a soul rolls willpower.
Fuck me, dude. Okay.
And it's everyone in 100-foot radius, meaning, guess who else is rolling it?
Ooh, the enemies. Okay.
They are not her allies anymore.
Hey, listen, whatever bad happens, I love y'all. It was great playing. It's been an honor, you know.
That's my edge is still on. I need to turn that off.
Save my
Yes.
save my character's little brother from the sewers when whatever is about to happen takes me.
Oof, alright. Oh, roll them. Ooh, spicy. Okay, that's funny. That's fucking hilarious. Okay, that of all fucking people. I'm having a moment. Alright, so we have a 3, a 4, and a 5.
I've seen this shape before. I remember on that street when she saw my face and I saw hers.
Oh yeah. Mojave. You have seen this shape before. She does not change. She's just a monster walking. The lullaby's there, but it's just a woman singing a lullaby. Cloudy. It changes. The voice changes to something familiar. A voice you haven't heard in years. It's gentle. It's sweet. It almost brings the tears to your eye. Standing before you, walking towards you, singing, almost in this welcoming, calming way, is Maria. She looks scared, but calm as she looks at you, as if she knows who she can go to for help. She's beckoning you to come closer. Morningstar.
Yeah.
I need you to give me heads or tails, because yours is a little more complicated.
Ooh. Okay. Hands.
Tails?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who do you want to see?
Oh God, that's fucked up.
Because I think you know the two people it could have been.
Yeah, for sure.
So who's there singing for you?
I think it is very easy for me to say that she sees her mother or sees one of her siblings. But I think who she actually sees is anxiety. She sees Liam.
Really? Okay. Duly noted. Actually, no. Yeah, alright, no, that is actually how it works. It'd be the person that you are most likely to have the most recent memory of.
I
So-
think it's also, as much as she loves her mother, they don't have that close of a, like, they've not had time to develop that close of a bond yet. Her siblings, she loves them, she adores them, but the truth of the matter is they've never had the chance to develop a true sibling bond because it's been all about survival, right? But the one person who is she has a bond with, she has deep love for, and is essentially like a soothing balm for her is Liam.
Then for you, the song shifts to a more deeper voice. And you see Liam. He looks confident. Seems anxiety has returned from his mission. And he's here to help. Those of you who failed, you are, at least for the moment, entirely convinced of what you are seeing. You will have a way out, but for this instant, you are fairly certain that you know who is in front of you.
Morningstar starts to weep, and in this like whispered, strained voice, she says he came back.
And now we get the fun part.
And Cloudy would immediately slip into Aztlan Spanish. Not a single word of English to be spoken. Just like, how are you here? How you're alive? What happened? Like, he is questions and questions and like trying to hold her face, like look at her proper.
And she is coming closer, and
I
she
ha-
is reaching out to you. Mojave, you are watching Mononongal reach out to your friends.
Yeah, and on the astral, I imagine I can see the sudden flood of their emotions changing, and hopefully can glean what's going on here.
Yes, you are fairly certain, given your friends' aura, as it is clearly being infected by red,
Oh yeah,
that your friends are not seeing what you are seeing. And Mononongal is fucking with people.
How close is she to them?
Right now, I'd say her big body was about 100 feet back, but now with her walking forward and using her abilities, she's a lot closer. She's probably 50 feet away and moving uncomfortably fast as she is flying.
Yeah, I think Bird Soul rocketing back to body in the amphibious beside the others, just gun is drawn. That's Mononongal! That's Mononongal!
Are we still in the van?
Well, the last thing we had is you all stayed in the van for the dodge, and then
Mhm.
everything
Yes.
you guys have done has been long range, meaning you wouldn't have had to
Mhm.
leave. Cloudy would have just had
Correct.
to sit up on top of the van. So yes,
Yes.
you are all at the van.
So
Mojave,
mentally,
you-
we're still in the van.
yes. So
Okay.
Mojave has shouted this. You will lose a turn due to the roll, but you will have a bonus when you get to re-roll this. So in the next turn, I guess. You know what, Mojave? I will
Hi.
let you do a first aid to wake one of them up. You get to pick one. But you can, because you went back for them, you can use your entire turn to try to get one of them to wake up.
Okay. I think the inverse of Geek the Mage is probably the move.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Inverse of Geek the Mage.
Yeah. Yeah. So just full on, like, slap in the face with a band-aid, but for real.
It's like,
Splash of ice water.
is that, and is that on Cloudy? Because you said Geek the Mage?
Yeah, no, yeah. Especially spirit nonsense, like,
Mm-hmm.
he is the expert, he throws thunderballs. This is probably more effective use of my time than trying to shoot her in the face myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I get to apply first aid, the med kit to, yes?
Yes. You're basically trying to heal through a brain aneurysm.
You take out the jumper cables and you fucking shock him.
Yeah.
You fucking jumpstart his heart.
Yeah, like reaching out to shake him, but not just shaking him, like shaking him, shaking his soul.
Mm-hmm.
Mage to mage, spirit to mage. You are going to wake up. That's Mananangal.
Wake the fuck up! Cloudy, what is your willpower? What is it?
5.
It's 5? Alright. Ability, you rolled a thing. Overpower it. Alright. You may re-roll that willpower against her. You will have a bonus of +2.
+2.
+2.
Just flavor-wise, as Mojave's like trying to shake some sense back into Cloudy. It's not just shaking him. It's trying to almost just force the red that has invaded his aura out. Just banish it.
And Mojave.
You are here. This is now. That's Mananangal. Whatever you're seeing is a lie.
What you have done is you gave Cloudy an extra shot to wake up. He could not. But you have avoided him taking the side effect that happens next turn. And next turn he will just be allowed to wake or test to wake up again. It'll be much easier. But unfortunately, Morningstar will have to take the side effect and then have her test to wake up. Mananangal will be continuing her approach, obviously. This turn is taken up by her continuing the spell and getting closer. Mojave has done his turn. You two will basically... Cloudy, you actually get to roll again, because Mojave spent his turn giving you that extra shot. This time you'll get a +4.
Oh.
And then Morningstar, you just roll it again for your turn. And then I will basically tell you what the side effect is, whether you win or lose.
Angrily shaking Cloudy, swearing in Sperthio.
a language he doesn't fully understand while he's speaking a language you don't understand.
Basically.
Well. All right. All right. So I will go over Morningstar's first. Morningstar, you watch as the form of anxiety melts away, as your brain struggles against itself. You will take 1 physical for the single turn that you were held. And it is not it's not incorrect to kind of call this like an aneurysm. It is literally a brain bleed. But you watch as that form of anxiety kind of rips apart and melts, and it's just Mononongal standing there, grinning this cold, empty smile. Cloudy, you're able to break free. You will not take the point as Mojave basically healed through it. You watch what was the form of Maria, almost this echoing scream as her body, falls away and pulls and reveals Mononongal's cold, smiling at you, though she becomes aware that her power has been interrupted, and that cold smile turns into an angry kind of frown very quickly. But you two have earned yourselves back, and she's done hers. I did it for the other enemies too. This was wild. In the background, you all are awake for this. You see a red electrical magical attack go off in the very far background.
Oh shit. Cool.
Oh my lord, that one's funny. But yes, you see that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now I get to roll for Jay and Midori.
Oh god, my baby.
Oz also, probably?
No, Oz actually survived it.
Oh, yay, good.
Yeah, he did not fall to it. Jay sadly did, and Midori did. Midori's gonna fail again. And she's gonna take the damage. And he is going to begin walking towards her.
Who's Midori seeing?
You might have to ask him that later. Jay succeeded because he got the bonus from you. He does take the damage, but Jay kind of shakes his head and like shaking wakes up. He looks a little like the troll moves a lot weirdly because he fucks up the controls. He's inside losing it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Pixie
Midori,
has a question.
Can you buy us? All right, look. Now look here. You can't abuse it.
No, you already used it. Can't do it again.
I gotta put a limiter on it.
Yeah, for sure. Once per session.
He's like
Worth
2 feet
asking.
tall. They'll be able to just pick him up.
True!
Mm-hmm.
Punt the watermelon back into the amphibious and just duct tape into the chair.
You know what, Pixie? One per break.
Encounter.
So you're allowed to do one during the first half, 1 during the second. Okay? Make that deal. But yeah, Midori is skittering out of the car and is beginning to walk quickly towards Mononongal on little spider legs.
Yeah, when it's my turn, I'm able to move. I'm snatching him up. That's my son. That's my son. I will not be letting my son go towards her.
When my turn comes around again, I'd very much like to shoot her in the face.
Well. We're actually going to take a break real quick.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to take a little break real quick. We will be back in just a little bit, everybody. Once I get everything to work right. My entire computer just stopped. Oh no, everything fell apart.
Well, we were going to break anyway.
Is that why we went to break?
It's my brain wants to work again. There we go.
Mhm.
Hello, everybody. We are back from our little break. I hope everyone had a nice break.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm working for a school when I say that. Uh, but when we left off, Mananangal had revealed a fascinating and horrifying ability. And all of our crew had, for the most part, managed to get through it, other than our small baby, sweet baby spider drone, who is currently on the ground attempting to skitter off into the waiting arms of a demon. We are going to wrap around to the party's turns.
Can I shoot her in the face? I'd really like to shoot her in the face.
You may shoot her in the face. She is very close, as she spent her entire turn getting within physical distance.
Yeah. I'm popping an edge so that I can shoot her in the face and hopefully actually shoot her in the face.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
What do I click to shoot her in the face again?
Your gun.
Primary
your gun.
ranged weapon.
Okay, I don't shoot people very often.
Yeah.
Trying to find my gun on my sheet.
So
So
It's
there's
in-
arms, and then there's
No, I
core.
found it. Just took me a
Okay.
second.
cool.
As I said, I'm a doctor.
That you are.
I'm a doctor. He is nearly a doctor. But
Even with edge. Even with edge.
even
I
with
mean,
edge,
4 is not bad.
4 is not bad. I want to clarify, 4 isn't bad.
Not great.
It's not enough
great.
when you're fighting a demon, though. I want to shoot her in the face.
I am unfortunately, she basically kind of does a weird neck break thing and just right out of the way. It does not hit her. And she is, looking down at the small spider drone.
Actually, she's looking down at a snake who's grabbed her.
Oh,
spider-
yes.
Well, looking up at a snake who's grabbed her spider drone child.
You may roll to grab spider drone.
Okay, what will I be rolling?
That is a... I guess you're kind of going against Midori's speed at that point, trying to catch him.
I'm essentially wrapping my body, like I'm coiling around him. Do
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So is definitely against his speeds.
I guess
Or
it
we
is
can
reaction.
get real weird. We can get real weird, Softy, if you want.
Oh, I'm always here to get weird.
Okay, we can get weird where my body is in the motion of going to grab him, sort of thing, but rather I use my technomancy. I whether it's a sprite or maybe it's just a hacking or whatever it is, but I would like to freeze him in place so he can't move.
Once upon a time, he was but a Roomba.
He has a soul, but he still also has his, mechanical functions. So however you want to do it, if you want to do it, a computer hacking, whatever, let me
If
know.
you would like to hack to pause him, roll hacking.
Okay, I will hack him. Here we go. It's a 3.
Check. I am not going to give him his firewall because you
Hell
made
yeah.
it.
I am his maker. I am his mother.
I am going to treat him like a slightly messed up but owned device.
It's like the Technomancer equivalent of like middle naming him.
He is I am counting him as a slave to device. So, Midori will pause. And he will let out a little metallic shriek.
when the pause happens, and maybe that's when she's looking down at him, right, is when he freezes in place, and then all she sees is scales start to fill her vision, and she coils around him and at her full height is looking down at Manananggal. You will not take my child because you fucked up your own.
She looks up at you and smiles. She flaps a little bit, makes herself a bit taller. And she looks and she goes eye level with you. She looks you in the eyes. She smiles. It is an uncomfortable, almost sweet smile. You'll ruin him. Just like I did. You're not a good mother. And you never will be. And I would like you to roll just willpower. Willpower none.
Okay. Should I use my very last edge?
That is entirely up to you. I cannot tell you how strong this power is or how weak it is. I gotta leave that to your decision.
I'm going to use my last edge.
Right?
I'm going to use my last edge on this.
I mean, hey, if not now.
Right. 6. It's a lot of 6s. Hey. Yeah. So 6 on the willpower.
Right? Okay, put her stuff down. You are safe. You feel a moment where it's like your brain tries to tense up. Like you want to be overwhelmed by emotion. And you are not.
Okay.
Who's next? Oh, yes. Sorry. It's Cloudy.
Yeah.
Javi tried to shoot her in the face and failed.
Swearing in Sperthiel.
No one wears her fucking face. Okay. Alright. Then kindly help me out.
Mm-hmm.
Orf?
Mana bolt in the face, like basically using him to superpower this mana bolt.
Hell yeah.
Surfs it and he just dunks it.
Love.
Mother. I'm having no luck with these.
Oh boy. Ouch.
How does Finn help exactly?
He added to the drain dice.
So he's next to you, assisting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just wanted to
He took that, and that was a lot more than I wanted. We split it. Okay. Oh god, that was not great. Okay. Ow. We are both in pain.
Oh no.
My spite might have hurt us both. Okay.
Lessons to be learned after the battle, my friend.
Yep. But point is, that's still 5 in her face.
Mm-hmm.
She takes it. And I wanna make sure that no one wears her face line was said aloud.
Yes.
Perfect. She takes this to the face, and it kind of distorts it, like, you know, it hits liquid, and she's reforming it as she looks to you.
Hmm.
And very calmly, she just says, "Many have, many will. You cannot stop it. A mother is a mother is a mother."
What? What?
No.
Oh, hey, you know what? Would you like to re-roll that mana bolt to make it stronger? Make this
Fucking
hurt.
sure.
I'll let you re-roll the whole thing to make it stronger.
We'll see how this goes.
Thank
Fingers
you, Celis.
crossed.
Thank
Thank
you.
Better?
Okay.
It's fucking same.
Same,
Yeah.
but
So
it's
keep-
still more damage.
So just keep the thing you had, and then she just gets hit with the damage.
It
Mhm.
still damages the fuck out of her. Yes, that is what she responds to you with. And then she does a motion like she goes to hold where her like actual stomach would be. And she just sort of mimes this horrible motion of reaching in and like tearing away something. I just smacked my microphone. And like tearing away at something. And she goes to like mime handing you something. Children shouldn't be left alone.
Cloudy's wide-eyed and like, what the fuck is this woman telling me?
If it's what I think it is. Okay.
And then I need Cloudy. I need you to make that willpower test.
Oh god. All right.
Come on, bud. This is it.
So it's just double willpower. Double willpower.
Nope, single willpower.
It's
This is the
single
same one
willpower.
that. Yep. This
Yeah,
is a different
willpower
one.
and then none for the attributes. That's why I popped an edge. I was like, I'm not going to help with this.
That is not enough. You will take a negative to any -1 to any action you do from now on, as your mind is flooded with the sound of a baby crying at high volume. And we're talking pain cry. The kind that tears at a human's heart, that breaks adults.
Only he can hear this.
Only he can hear this.
But like we can see the distress on his face. That's like fair, right?
I mean, yes, if he is a stressed face, you can see his distressed face.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything
He has his
you do
helmet
from
on,
now
so
Oh, well,
I'm-
yes.
Yeah.
I'm imagining it's his eye, his one eye that I can see that it shows the distress.
His
Mhm.
aura, at least for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, a negative to anything you do, -1, as you're basically being permanently distracted.
Fucking hell.
Of distractions.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Funnily enough,
Oh,
Midori gets another roll, because
okay.
his turn's gonna wrap around again.
Yeah.
Soft, you. God damn it. I promise I'm not trying to murder any of you, I swear to God.
Oh no, are you
You
trying to
say
get
that.
murdered by one of us? Was the question there.
You might all murder me. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, actually.
I see.
I don't know who my murderer will be, but
I see. I understand.
I count it as a sign of a great skill to be killed by one of my players.
Listen, you do what you gotta do, Softy.
So-
You do what you gotta do.
I will roll for Midori. Please, you little bastard, I'm begging you right now. Fuck.
It's okay. The dice have a story to tell.
Midori is continuing his scram. Well, he's paused, but his metallic screeching becomes louder as his frustration begins to set in at his lack of movement. And then Oz is gonna try to shoot her in the face.
Yes!
That's my brother.
Falco
No.
till the end, baby!
Bro's gonna level a fucking bone collector at her.
Ooh, lord.
He fires. He hits.
Hey!
He soaks. And yeah, Oz comes wheeling up from the top of the fucking Amphibious, levels the bone collector to her head, and fires. And it's something similar to the way the mana bolt smacked into her, like, from Cloudy. It fires through her, and it's like hitting Oobleck in a weird way. Like, it hits, it stops, and then it's like this slow melting fall as it falls out of the body. And she wheels herself back. Oz is now going to have to roll for the thing, which is basically like a spike damage. Now, Oz is not wearing a helmet, and you can see the very big distress on his face.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Okay.
And she says to Oz, "It's so horrible for a child to grow up without a father."
This bitch.
And then it's Jason. He's got. I'll roll the Thunderstruck for him. I gotta. That's what he'd probably do. He's still on crank. He's on crank.
Yes.
Her powers are dream based.
Hey!
I promised myself when I gave him a bonus the other time that I was gonna keep it up.
Yes. Yeah. Let's go, Jason.
With the power of friendship and these drugs I had in my bag.
Ah,
Oh.
that's wrong. Wait a minute, that's not the right amount of dice.
Oh, he should have more dice than that, huh?
Yeah, you should have way more dice. What the fuck happened? Alright, fuck. I'll roll them manually.
All right.
Son, do you have any edge? You do. I'll use that later.
Don't like that. Wait a minute. What do you mean? What's coming later?
Okay. The Thunderstruck does hit and does a decent amount of damage. It sort of is like, now it's left, you left a scorch mark. So damage is being done to her. Jay has to roll it. His willpower's actually pretty decent.
Mhm.
And he gets the bonus, so oh.
How we doing, Jason?
Can you please click? My child?
Is roll 20 being... Oh, wait,
Yes.
there it goes.
Yep, there it goes.
4. Okay.
Yes, that is enough. Yes. He is safe.
Hey!
He does not suffer the baby cry.
Love.
Then It's now her turn properly, not her weird. We're going back against all of you.
Her legendary action, yeah.
Her legendary action. Morning Star.
Hey.
You are the closest,
Yeah.
but you are not the tastiest.
Mm-hmm.
Cloudy, I need you to roll me dodge. She's going to jump at you.
Magic.
With a -1, correct?
Yep.
Can I add gymnastics to this?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Reaction.
Cloudy, you
4
have
from
gymnastics?
this.
Oh my
Yes.
Cloudy
Nice.
is a wiggly boy.
Okay. We support them wiggly boys. Is it bad? Okay. It's not horrific, but it's not great.
It is not enough. Mononongal is going to jump on you, Cloudy. And I am going to need from you, as you are knocked to the ground,
hmm
a soak roll. As she tries to plunge her hand through your chest.
Oh my god.
Okay. This does not include my body, I don't think. Oh. Is that? There we go.
Okay.
It's a good soak. It's a good soak.
You will take 4 physical
Oof. Rough.
as she slams her sharpened hand full force into your stomach. Your armor holds back a lot of the damage, but two of her fingers do stab through and manage to pierce skin. She sits atop you, looks down at you, and you watch as just her mouth twitches and opens as she screams down at you. And she, because she managed to hit, pours this thick, viscous blood out of her mouth and throat onto you. It splashes across your mask and goes in through the hole that you use to let yourself see.
So just burning.
Yes, it is. It's not doing the damage you'd expect, but it's very warm, very hot, and your head is starting to feel fuzzy.
Considering I have 1 physical, the soak I took from the last mana bolt plus this, I have 9 physical damage right now.
Holy shit.
I have
Okay.
one more
Yes.
before I flop the f- over.
Okay. Okay.
So, as it stands, Mononongal is currently atop Cloudy. He is fast approaching unconsciousness, and it definitely just had the wind knocked out of him, as it appears that she is full on just trying to scoop his internal organs out of him.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay. So I have 2 questions.
Yes.
So I was not far from Cloudy at all. So I know I can make the distance essentially, but I need to know what would the roll be to essentially wrap myself around her and pull her, like almost like a grapple. What would that be?
if I can, it's you see, Cloudy was the most delicious, but hi, she did want to eat me specifically, and I can be very distracting.
That is true. Well, she did back then.
I'm still an astral beacon.
Sure. But this is a different entity with a different purpose. But I will let you try to be distracting.
What is a grapple roll, Softy? What would the roll be for that?
Body strength.
Body strength. Okay, let me just see something real quick.
I mean, technically it's unarmed combat, but it's a little different because you are a snake,
Mm-hmm.
and it's more you actually using your body weight and the strength of your tail muscle.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to work on figuring that out fully, but right now, because that's so weird and not a punch, that's what I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not trying to punch her. I'm trying to essentially grapple her. Okay, so body strength.
Yeah, and I would like to shoot the gun again, but not so much with intent to hit as much as with intent to draw her attention. And just that manic Oliver grin on my face as I say, all bright and cheerful, my parents were a couple of Goronit Versonielha. I think your kids are better off without.
I'm going to take that. It should the distraction, regardless, I'm doing a fucking grapple, but sort of timing wise, it would be like when he says that she wraps her body around her and grapples. So,
Right.
Body strength.
Roll me the gunshot and roll me the body strength.
Okay.
Even though you're not trying to hit, we'll see if maybe you somehow do.
Okay, I mean, hey, maybe my luck is better when I'm not trying. Nope.
Ooh, hold on. Okay. I needed to check just in case, as she is currently entwined with one of your allies in melee combat.
Mostly trying to get under her skin, draw her attention, get her looking at me so Cloudy can catch a break.
Yeah.
I will allow that at this point the knot has expanded. You have gotten around part of her body, Morningstar, but she has this intestinal tendril that is still wrapped around Cloudy's waist. Kind of like tying her to him like a balloon.
Okay.
And you're pulling on the top of the body.
Okay. I'm gonna do something that I probably should not do. If you'll let me.
Depends.
See, I have these fangs and they have poison in them. I have a poison reservoir thing. Even if it's enough to just get her to like screech and maybe flinch to give Cloudy an edge here, I am going to bite her with my poisonous fangs. Or my venomous fangs, rather.
That is perfectly fair. Just be aware that you will be ingesting spirit goo.
Yeah, I will probably vomit it up after, but trying to help my buddy out here.
We can only hope.
Yep.
I mean, it's fine. Anxiety fucking ate a spirit's heart. Nothing bad happened after that.
Right.
He didn't suddenly become infested with a demon shark.
I don't want to and this maybe is, a parasitic blood goo that has parasitized others.
Hey, listen.
You don't want inside of your body.
I mean, that's the thing. She's not drinking it down, right? Like, the idea is that she's biting. She's not swallowing. But regardless, she needs to do something. I mean, I only say bite because it feels like a simpler action in comparison to pulling out my gun and shooting her. That feels like something that would require me to wait for my next turn. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't want to give her another shot at just like eviscerating Cloudy. So the bite is the way. She doesn't have any matrix that I can affect, so yeah. What would you like my bite roll to be?
What poison did we give you?
I think all we said was that it's poison reservoir rather, or
I think
weapon
it's a
reservoir.
moderate. It's considered a moderate poison.
Yeah, it's a chemical gland stuff. That's about all we put down. I just sort of flavor it as venom because she's a snake.
Yeah.
So, but what would you like me to roll for that? I my accuracy of fangs give me a +2 because I also have muzzle.
This actually is an unarmed combat roll.
Okay, so what does that look like? What is the?
The skill at the very bottom, you actually have unarmed combat. We did give it to you.
Yeah. Okay, so I would do this with the +2 from the accuracy of my fangs.
Yes.
Okay.
So my math slowly changes in my brain.
Yeah, you're fine.
I also have
I've got
to
a 5.
ask. You say that this is, a different entity with a different purpose. What is this creature's emotional state? What's going on in that aura as it's trying to eviscerate my friend?
The sensei. And you are actually able to bite down into her.
Woo!
It tastes like the most acrid thing you can imagine. It is like biting into a fucking durian.
Ew. Gross.
Like just the
hey.
shell of it. You don't even get like some of the fruit that's kind of okay. No, you just get the shell. It's spiky. Ugh.
Gross.
This entity that sits before you, Mojave, is a real blood spirit. This is a full-on blood spirit. This is not even modified. This is just what's ever left. It is selfish, aggressive, hungry, violent. It just wants pain. It wants suffering. But specifically, it wants the suffering of a parent. Whether that person knows or not.
I fucking knew it! I knew it, bitch. Oh!
You're very aware that when she's done with Cloudy, her next most tastiest target will probably be your brother.
Well, she's in my arms being bitten, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. No. You're next.
Yeah.
This is gonna be interesting. Try to think of where we are right now. Oh, right. She jumped Cloudy. Morningstar went. Mojave went.
In doing this, I have uncoiled from Midori.
Yes.
He
Midori
does
is frozen
get to
still.
try to get out of this. He does, you know what I mean? So.
Oh, yeah, he also gets his little out of it.
And gosh
Made
darn,
that
my
effect.
gunshot was only ever superfluous. Can I roll a con?
Sure.
I'm trying here. I don't got much.
That's fair. It's, you know what, now you're fighting against other things because there is something else very distracting going on, and it's called a fucking snake.
Yeah, but that's also, dual distractions, and either way, she's not focused on my friend on the ground.
Literally gutting him, like
Yeah.
we
Like a
can't allow.
fish.
And you know what I'll say too? There will have been calculations going across Morningstar's face from all the things that she's been saying to Cloudy specifically, and in knowing that he might have a child out there somewhere, that's what launches Morningstar into action. To get up close and personal with this blood spirit, the consequences be damned.
Cloudy. What do you want to do? You're on the ground.
Ben!
Fan my child!
Save me!
My actual child that I'm aware of, screaming for his help. And if she's already here, then I might as well just. How heavy does she look?
Well, I mean, she was pushed on top of you, which
Mhm.
she weighed about half of a person, because she's about half of a person. Currently, though, the weight's kind of off because she's being pulled backward by Morningstar, and she is that weird testin thing at the bottom of her is really tight. Feels like you're being grabbed by a steel beam.
Noted.
But she weighs about half of a full-grown woman.
levitate.
Bitch, levitate.
And then scream to Finn, fucking fight the intestine, fight the thing.
Fight it, fight it, get it.
Yes. Now she's
Love
basically
the
gonna
gift.
have like, I think it was strength and body, or whatever the hell this is.
Okay. Strength and
Just get her, like, she is just up.
Up.
I can get the full thing real quick. Hold on, I have it somewhere. I can find it. I have the technology
we have the technology.
with what it is to forcibly magically lift someone.
Like, get
Uh,
off.
So I'm also attached to this lady.
Yeah.
It's more focused on her, so you can just go ahead and you're trying to lift her up. And
Mhm.
if this works, she's suddenly even lighter than she was before. And
Beautiful,
whoop,
beautiful. Hell yeah.
where the hell is the magic? Magic sorcerer. Manipulate. Right, you are.
What does levitate do to a flying creature? Does it remove their ability to fly? As levitate is actually like holding something and pulling it up.
You are telekinetically lifting and moving it around.
All right. So yes, there. So she is pretty much held in place, meaning she cannot use her
Mhm.
wings to move.
Can defend against spellcasting tests with strength and body. If she just breaks through it, then it is what it is. But
Does
like,
she get a disadvantage because I'm grappling her to that strength and body, and I'm actively poisoning her?
Perhaps.
Cool.
She does not avoid the levitate though.
Oh, cool. Nice.
and which is great because lifts are just nice and taut for that one little organ bit for nom.
For Finn Namis.
Then you just come and snap it.
Basically.
Yeah. Cut that thread, boy.
That
Ooh.
is the goal.
Okay, so gross, but like umbilical cord. Oh, like that was the vibes. I hate it.
I love this monster so much. One of my favorite little folklore creatures.
Wild.
Mm-hmm. Just nuts.
Having an issue moving. She's being held back. Yeah. Finn is gonna bite through her tail.
Hey.
Finn bites through it. Cloud, you immediately feel it muscularly let go as it is separated from what was controlling it. You all do witness as another intestine drops down to replace it. It just kind of back down. Another one. Or I guess technically it's the same one, it just gets longer. It's an intestinal tract.
Gross.
I mean, you figure if you get through all 33 feet of it, maybe.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Gross and nasty.
Yeah.
But yes,
it just drops down. It doesn't rewrap itself.
yes, it doesn't
right?
rewrap itself around. It's just it's bitten through
Yeah.
and it re-drops down.
Okay.
Kind of like it's kind of pulled out like those paper towels at a bathroom.
Ew.
It
Yeah.
just kind of bites, pulls, and then it tears.
Yeah.
The next one pops down. But no, Cloudy, you are freed of the Mononongal tail. There is a very large throbbing in your stomach.
Yeah, you've been stabbed, my boy.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
I don't like that statement.
It's not great. I'll be honest.
No.
It's not good.
Um,
I don't like any of that.
thankfully, there's a doctor nearby.
Yeah, we just need to
Thankfully.
buy enough time for her to not murder us in the meantime.
Yep.
Right.
I'm attempting to buy you time with this grapple here.
Oh, fuck, you're grappled.
I'm all up in her, so she can't. Because I certainly don't want her going after anyone else with children. So I'm just wrapped up tight around her.
With that,
Snake shit.
Incredibly stupid idea.
I'm not gonna have Jason fire
I know.
because that's too much damage. It's too broad of a damage. It's too easy to hit you.
Yeah.
And if that thunderstruck hits you, you're not surviving it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm done.
And I can't make Jason kill you when he's not here.
Yeah.
But what I will do is, fuck. All right, Oz won't fire either. What I will do though is Morningstar, I am going to need you
Mm-hmm.
to make. It's gonna be a little weird.
Mm.
A body and willpower roll.
Okay. Let's fucking do it.
Weird roll, but
Yeah. Let's do it. No. That's a 1.
I gotta check that. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a glitch or anything like that, but it's a 1.
That is not enough. Alright. Are you prepared to trip balls?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
You will immediately take 3 physical damage.
Okay.
And you are going to see red. And you will now attack whatever is in front of you.
Okay.
But you will let go of Monononkal.
Okay.
At least you think you do.
Okay.
As for everyone else, Morningstar does not let go of Monononkal of their own free will. For all of you, Monononkal reached up her hand, grabbed Morningstar's throat, and is currently strangling her. And Morningstar is not doing anything to stop it.
Okay.
You are technically poisoned by the blood of a blood spirit.
Yeah.
And it is taking your body.
So when you say poisoned,
I mean, poison can get healed.
yeah, detox is on my list of things I can do. Is it when you say poisoned?
I mean poisoned. Detox is a magical spell. It can fix magical poison.
Hello, yes? I am a doctor?
Yes, and I'll give that, like, just, it's very obvious, like, when I said Mononongal's grabbing the throat, it does look like a strangle, but what's really happening is you can see the tips of the fingers are, like, not piercing, but they're in Morningstar's skin. And, like, veins are showing up. Like, Morningstar's veins are having pressure put on them. Meaning there's something being pumped into her neck.
Yeah, and the astral flow of color from one to the other would be evident to me.
Yes, it is. And Mojave, it's and hell, Cloudy. If you look up, it's uncomfortable to notice that the aura of Mononongal is starting to leave her tail and move up, and some of that aura is entering into Morningstar.
Yeah, hello, I'm a doctor?
Please banish this spirit from this body.
Yeah, full on, very, very quickly rummaging around in the bag. I've got, my potions that just need that last ingredient to be activated, and we're really, really quickly unscrewing a cap, dumping a little bit of A, a little bit of B into it, tossing the cap aside, screwing on a little spritzer bottle top, and we're going to war.
It's like, get off! Get! No! Bad blood spirit, bad!
Yes.
Yeah,
Just detox.
I think you start to see that the sort of rainbow hues of her melanated scales, they begin to just become shades of red.
Yeah, blood snake. But, yeah, please roll detox.
Yeah.
You are coming after Banangal with a spray bottle.
Yes, I am.
I love that so much.
Please roll drain.
What the fuck?
You're fine.
The ludicrousy of Mojave / Ollie is amazing in the face of this monster.
Look, my gun didn't work. This is the next option.
No, for sure.
So, as you spray this area, it's like holy water. You know, it's burning off, and it, like, hits Morningstar's scales and, like, kind of...
Yeah.
And Monongal freaks the fuck out, like, rips her hand backwards. The scales slowly shift back into rainbow as the blood is forced from the body.
Hey.
Rather violently. It is extremely gross.
Yep.
Morningstar, you can remove the blood vision, as
Hey.
you were very quickly saved.
Hey, thank you.
You've already taken your damage for it.
Yeah.
Your mouth tastes like blood, and it's gonna taste like that for a bit.
Yeah, it's gross. It's fucking gross.
And it's like old. It's sticky.
Yeah. I will brush my teeth later.
Remember to get
But
behind the
until
fangs.
then,
Gotta get behind the fangs.
yeah.
Yeah. Just, will I be allowed to take an action, Softy?
Yes.
Just
Cool.
as I'm spritzing that holy water effect, there is just the snarl towards Monongal of, I am a doctor. This is not what blood does.
I'm going to pull my gun from my side and shoot her
Point blank.
point blank. She's right in front. Like we are entangled.
Yes. Yeah. No, you're basically just shoving it into her side or head.
Yeah. We'll go for the head.
I mean,
Head, neck, whichever. You know what I'm saying? Just pulling this bitch up.
basically, just roll to see if you glitch or not. That's it. It's.
Okay.
I can't find a reason why you would miss.
Right. It's a 2.
That's not a glitch, so you're good.
Mhm.
As the gun, like before the gun gets to her head, Mojave, Monongal looks to you and just, no amount of healing will wipe the blood from your hands. And then the gun goes off into her temple.
Yes. Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Right to her temple. You know, it's giving Trinity dodge this. You know.
And it's just blows out of like one side of her head. And this time, she does her normal thing where it does the damage out and it's like she draws back in, but you watch as some of it just goes too far and flops to the ground. When she pulls back, at least half of her face is missing. Not damaged, it's just gone. She doesn't have any of it anymore.
Just
It's on the ground.
Arms spread wide, a slight that manic look in his eye as he grins. That ain't why I'm doing this, Versoniella.
Was just in the corner like, oh. Bro?
Spray bottle in one hand, gun in the other.
This is the weirdest possession movie I've ever seen.
For sure. Yeah, I took my shot.
Cloudy, you ordered Finn to bite the thing.
He bit the thing.
And he did
I am
levitate.
still levitating this bish.
Mm-hmm.
slowly like push her out just a smidge.
Like, Morningstar, are you going to let go or continue holding her while she's levitating?
So the question is this: whatever Cloudy is about to do, right? Is there any telltale sign of what he's about to do, like an arc of magic, a spark, something like that, that would indicate for me to let go? Because if I don't see anything, then
because
unfortunately I can't react.
He is bringing her around, and he's doing exactly what the fuck you just did, and putting it up to her forehead.
Okay, so then as soon as he
bitch.
comes into focus and I see he's got hand out, gun out, that's when I'll let go. And I'll drop.
This is a fucking execution.
Yes. She
You're made of blood! I got a mop, lady!
She wore her fucking face. The
And
other
then
one stole her name. This one stole her face. We're not fucking having it.
And on top of that, said he might have a child running around out there.
Mhm.
Brother, this is an execution to the highest degree. So yeah, as soon as I see him come into view, I see that gun out, I drop.
Pew, and then leave, and then levitate her out just a smidge. So we can get our nice little thunderstruck on out here.
Yeah.
I will give. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. So, Midori managed to beat his thing, and you will know this because you hear, "Mother, I am stuck. Help!"
I literally cut off the thing stopping him from moving.
He's just kind of shaking on the ground a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like crumpled on the floor basically at this point, and I'm reaching out to him, and I'll say that it's with my skin touch that I just brush against one of his spider legs, and it releases him from the hold I had on him. And he hears the whisper in his mind of my voice saying to him, "I couldn't let her take you."
He's just vibrating a little bit. Yep, alright. So in order, we have Oz is going to stand on top of the amphibious. He is going to level his bone collector at this woman.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to just get the fuck out of my city. And he'll fire the bone collector, which just eradicates one of her arms. It is a basically nearly a 50 cal pistol.
Yeah.
And it just destroys part of her arm. And then
I'm a doctor, you're in pain. Sit still and let us do you a mercy.
Right? And then everyone has stood there, very happy. I hope everyone's happy, because Jay stands atop the amphibious, raises his one troll arm, the other pointing the thunderstruck. And yes, I already rolled this. And just is, "Yeah, guys, we're heroes!" And fires the thunderstruck. And it fucking eviscerates the center of her body. She is maybe one arm, a shoulder, and still part of her head that is laying floating. She is still alive, but she is fading. Every mage can see she is fading fast. Cloudy, I'll just give, at this point in her stuff, she's maybe a level 2 spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my kid? Pulling her nice and close.
Shaking up a bottle of clean element with the same energy of one loading a gun.
She looks at you with wild, red eyes. And then her eyes shift. and they become this very warm brown. The red seems to kind of fade from some of her skin. And there's just this woman. She almost looks normal, if a little bit degraded, given the body destruction. And there's much more of an ethereal appearance to her, far more spirit-like than a lot of blood spirits, sometimes more grotesque manifestations. And she looks at you, Cloudy. She never would tell me.
Who's she?
The one who showed me her face. Who took her name. She took them from B. Didn't she?
She took a lot of things.
I killed my babies. Didn't I?
It's not your fault. But I'll make sure she pays.
I'm sorry. And with that, Mononongal fades. And she dies. She does not demanifest. There is too much damage. Planes have taken their toll. And in the last moments, she returned to the spirit of motherhood that she had been at the beginning. She fades into nothingness. You all stand here. Mononongal's body faded, her words still echoing, as you feel an aftershock from the bomb. It spreads across you, it spreads across the battlefield. That clean element kicks in.
Hey!
And here, in the middle of the desert, you hear a thunderclap. Clouds move in. And the purest, most elegant rain begins. It's warm. It's gentle. And any bit of blood that it touches, it destroys, replacing it with nothing more than purified water. And though he is far off, all of you are almost just brought to attention. Looking up, there is a tall, very tall figure standing in a black, slick trench coat, in the rain, calmly looking at all of you. It is Rain,
I'm waving.
the spirit, Vice's brother, who normally is in LA, appears to have arrived. And you see that he is standing tall, but he is holding something. Kind of one arm under another, arm over shoulder, is the very bruised and beaten body of Vice. Vice's head looks up, still mostly in shadow, like a face that can't fully see, but he holds up an arm. And they both, like mist, disappear in a wave of rain. Everything is quiet but the rain. All of you stand here, and that's all you can hear.
The waving hand goes out to feel the drops as they fall. In one sense, at least, the blood on my hands can be washed away.
But, I do have one question for you, Softy.
Yes.
I look over towards where the VTOL seemed to have been.
Yeah, none of us have forgotten that.
Oh yeah, the shape of the ship is still there in the more darkened rain, but it's still over there. There does seem to be smoke coming off of it, though.
And in the astral, are there still people inside it?
No.
They took the opportunity. Morningstar Weekly gets up, slithers over to Cloudy, grabs his hand to get him to look at her. And she says, "We will find them."
I saw where they were headed. Maiden Pharmaceuticals in LA.
For several beats, it is just staring at that empty VTOL, just. And that fire you've seen since a couple days in LA where you first saw that bitch kind of high from forever the fuck away. Fire slowly starts just crumble and just. Yeah. Yeah, we will.
Not to mention the folks they're palling around with are already on our list.
Look over at Finn. That tiny little bubble of Sandy's blood still kind of swirling in it.
He's kind of sitting and kind of basking in the rain a little bit.
Don't you worry about a thing, Cloudy. We're gonna hunt him to the end of the earth if that's what it takes.
Morningstar opens up her lines of communication in her head. She doesn't reach out, but she's essentially doing an icon check. Is 404 still alive? Is Boar's Head still alive?
Both of them are still alive. And it is good to report that the Matrix appears to be repairing itself after the bomb going off. There are no more, or at least the holes to the foundation seem to be healing. The dimensional shift or the rips or tears in space seem to be pulling themselves back together. The planes seem to be recombining correctly. And in that way, as all of them resettle, the planes are now separated again. Matrix, Astral, and Meat Space are completely separated.
With that, Morningstar sends a singular message to her mother about her sibling, her brother, in the sewers, and the rough location of where she thinks he is. It's very brief. It's very much like he's in the sewers, coordinates.
You will get a response back, but not from your mother. It's from Sleipnir. And it's just the line, Yorm's dealing with stuff right now, but I'll get the information to her.
There is a part of her that understands because she knows. She saw it. But there's a rage that is there because you failed me, do not fail them, you know? And so she simply sends an affirmative to Sleipnir, essentially being like, I understand your message. And there is this, I don't have the word for it, but this thing of I will grab the Loki sons with an iron fucking fist and they will do what I say. Sort of determination that appears on her face because it is not just her siblings, it's Cloudy's kid. People need to be saved. And so she begins the sort of technomancer version of changing one's inner self to become who it is necessary to get these things done. Any blackmail that she might have, any information that could be something to use as leverage, any of those things start collecting in her mind as files. And she sort of stands up straight and she says, let's get back home. We have work to do.
There's the moment, the determination, the rage, the fire that has been in him for, quite a while now. It actually turns his face up to the rain, just taking a moment, that the tension in his shoulders, that fire dies down is not the wrong word, but relaxes. He's taking a breath, taking a moment to feel it's not a perfect victory that we've had here, but it is a victory nonetheless. For now, Vegas is saved. We've done a lot. And he's just appreciating that for a moment. And after a moment, he turns to Oz and just, hey, Oz, it's only going to get messier from here on out.
Oh, don't worry. You don't have to tell me. I know.
Yeah. Gotta run back to LA, got some business to handle, but I'm gonna be back.
You always got a room at the Golden Wing.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I gotta go see my daughter.
Yeah. And I got your back, yeah?
And he kind of like slides himself, almost falling a little bit off of the amphibious, and he comes up to you. And he actually just gives you a hug.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. If he hadn't initiated it, I would have.
And he's just very calmly, it's good to have you back, Ollie.
I'll try and keep in touch.
You fucking better.
I go to Oscar after they've had a moment to hug each other and, have that brotherly moment.
Yeah, there is that moment of, don't worry. I don't got any plans to go dying again.
I tap him on the shoulder. When he turns to look at me, I say, the Loki sons have intention of returning.
Nod.
I will make sure that they don't cause problems.
And he looks at you, and he's... You can kind of see he's trying to be serious, but his head hurts a little bit or whatever. But he's like, yeah, don't worry too much about that. Morning Star?
Yes?
Yeah, don't worry too much about that. I did know this was coming for a while. And I've worked with some of the Loki sons in the past, so we'll see how everything goes. You don't need to fret too much about that.
Crooked smile on Ollie's face right now.
Like I said, we're your friends now, too. Give your wife my best.
Yeah, maybe when me and I talk to each other, you all come back, get that pie, maybe have dinner with me and Maya.
I would like that. And then maybe I can show her some things to protect your files better. She's saying this very much in like a teasing way.
Yeah, just
Uh,
give us a date.
every time he mentioned daughter, wife, there's this tiny little wince. They'll go and say out loud, "Yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be nice."
I am also going to go over to wherever Marshall's car is.
Oh yeah. Like all the Falcone boys are like sit outside the beast. Marshall's just like ass against the car, face up to the sky. There's absolutely damage to the whole back end of it. And he's just like he has his sniper rifle, but it's like behind him. He's just like
Mhm.
holding it to the hood, and he just looks exhausted.
Yeah. She will go over and she will hold her hand out. Um, and when he goes to take it, she will actually put her hand on his forearm. So it's like the warrior handshake. And he says, "You guys were badass."
And he's just like, save to you. And he kind of just he does the warrior handshake with you,
Well,
and he says something to you. He says, "Nice to see that 404 can still bring the cool ones back."
yeah, that was all her. With that, she will give him a wink and then she will slither back to her group. She'll
And
pick up Midori and she'll put her forehead to his forehead.
I think there's the moment. I'm imagining there's the door of the amphibious open, Mojave going. He's going to retrieve his hat. He tossed it aside at the start of the fight so as not to lose it. He retrieves his hat, sticks it back on his head, and just sheltering out of the rain is just going to light up a cigarette. Offer one to Oz.
Oz takes it, and as he takes it, he is like, "Don't tell Maya."
After a day like this, bro, you've earned it.
And everyone eventually of your allies kind of, it's not that they're scattering, it's that they're recollecting. The spatial distortion that you have had traveled through before now is returned to normal. The space between the biodome and the road, in reality, without the damage that was being done where you had to drive over it, is less than 100 feet. For you, it was miles.
Yeah.
Now you see that no, Vegas is close. You're in the middle of it basically. The Vegas sign is basically right next to you. The airport is in view. Vegas is quiet. Some of the lights are still on, but for the first time in probably a very, very long time, Vegas is quiet. And everyone around you collects themselves, sees each other, makes sure everyone who is alive is still there. The Falcones are pulling boys out of the ground, basically. Some people are pulled out alive, some people are laid out, coats put over them.
And you know the instant the cigarette's done and Mojave's had a minute. After the battles when the doctor's real work begins.
Of course. And 404 can be seen. She is basically back to the windshield, legs stretched out over the hood on Gus's truck. Just laid there. Gus is kind of next to her. They appear to be talking, but very quietly. Gus looks very upset. Rue can be seen close by as well. She looks sad. And she sort of sat there with a bunch of her big bodyguards kind of kneeling around her. Everyone is happy it's over, but there is a sense of melancholy in the area. The music stopped. The radios aren't on or playing any kind of triumphant music. There are no roots. There are no praying mantises anywhere. The tree is gone. The hive is gone from the sky. Whether they've demanifested or enough damage is done is unknown. But at least Vice, you had seen before he disappeared that he was awake. Papa Musa might have just retreated from the fight or gone to sleep. But it's kind of hard to tell from where you are. The rain covers everything. And the rain brings to mind the flood. Brings to mind when you defeated Avira, there was still devastation to deal with after. Defeating one in Ongal, there is still devastation after. Triumph is never far away from loss. But in this day, given quick response and allies and working together, you do feel that less damage was done today than could have. That this could have been so much worse. And in a little sign of hope, while you're all sitting there calm, little ting 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 up the amphibious, standing atop it, as he raises one claw in the air, the other clasped with his lobster friend. He calls out to you with full force of manifestation. We, the crustacean nation, thank you. The decapods and arthropods shall be lifelong friends. We must return to the ocean. We must return home. And you hear the gentle rumble of many, many, many skittering legs as all of the crustaceans rush off and demanifest into the astral plane.
Yeah, full on when they make that cry. At least one voice sees them off with a whoa! Hat waving in the air, because gosh darn, we tend to the wounded and then we celebrate the victory. Yes, there were losses, but this was a triumph, and you know. When the wounded have been seen to, Vegas is gonna throw a party like nobody's ever seen.
It'll probably be one of the greatest parties ever known to man.
Yeah.
We are gonna pull away from our party into the sky, into the rainy night as Vegas heals at the center where the biodome was, after a massive crushing of the Mark unit and the subsequent falling in of the trees. There is solid flat land, as if nothing had been there previously. And on this land, in the desert, there is a pond. There are trees. Trees with Wi-Fi signals. And there is a location near the pond where there is a boulder of sorts that seems to be deposited there, and you wouldn't be remiss to think it almost looks like a coffin, like a laying casket, like a memorial. In her last moments, she regretted. She felt suffering and pain. And in her last moments, she is forgiven by those she harmed the most. And that is the ending of Season 2 of Run the Flood. I want to
Only gonna
thank.
get wilder from here.
It's only gonna get wilder from here. I would like to thank my beautiful players, Noskavian, wherever he may be. I know he was here in spirit with us. I want to thank the audience for being with us for a whole nother season, and can't wait for the next season. We are gonna go through. My brain not function good. I have my order of events. I did the thank yous for everyone for being here, and I hope you all enjoyed it and had a good time. Hope my players enjoyed it and had a great time.
Always.
I will say that season 2 is over, obviously. We will return to Run the Flood in the new year. I don't have the exact date yet, but I will put that out onto Discord and other things. There's a lot of announcements that are going to happen, but it's definitely going to be out on the Discord, I promise you. So join the Discord, watch that to make sure you know when the seasons are going to start up again.
Yeah, it's only going to be a brief hiatus as we get our ducks in a row for the new year, new season. But when I tell you, it's only going to get wilder from here.
It's only going to get wilder from here. And I hope everyone enjoys some probably new assets for the new year.
Hey.
But we are going to go in order of my bestest of friends, my wonderfulest of people. Order of...
Who you surprised, emotionally damaged?
All right, hold on. Who I emotionally damaged the worst.
Fair.
To the least.
Mm-hmm.
So, worst, I'm pretty sure. Morningstar, who are you and why do you exist?
This was the season of beating me up emotionally, for sure. Hi, y'all. I exist here. What do? I do TTRPGs here at Table of Horrors. As a player in a bunch of things, you can check out old videos that we have up on the YouTube and check that out. But I'm also a part of Lanyap Gaming, where I am both storyteller and player. There are VODs to check out of previous things. But if you're interested in my storytelling stuff, soon we will be releasing Blood and Jazz Malveillance, where you may see some familiar faces. It takes place in New Orleans in the 1980s, and they get up to some fucking shenanigans, and I hope you guys enjoy that when it does come out. Other than that, I also have a YouTube channel where I do ASMR-styled readings. Currently, I am in the process of editing some more VTM-centric material. I also do spicy content. If you're into that sort of thing, you can find all that in my links. Follow me wherever social media at the Risa Rave. And I just, to Softy, thank you for running. This was great.
I thank you for being one of my players. Also, Pixie out here going, not most likely suspect in your murder, Softy? Listen.
No, you don't have to say that out loud.
Pixie. I'm not going to ask people to admit anything on camera.
Listen, for the FBI that's likely listening, it's for the bit, bud. It's for the bit.
I plead the fifth. I'm exercising my right to remain silent.
We're good. All right, next. Cloudy, who are you and why do you exist?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I feel like this last one might have actually bit me.
All right, so first half of the season, you know what? I was good. I was fine. Everyone else was getting decked left, right, and center, and then it's like 2 or 3, like a deck on the chin, and then one right in the gut, one literally in the gut. Hello, everyone. My name is Lord Verdon. I play Cloudburst, and for the first time, I am not all together. But it has been a delight for this season. I occasionally will do other games on this channel, several of which may or may not be on hiatus, and who knows what happens with all of those. But will be a delight to come back here next year when season 3 begins.
And then finally, Mojave, who are you and why do you exist?
Hello, hello, hello. I am the local menace known as Daybreakathon.
Mhm.
I did, in fact, bring a spritzer bottle to the boss fight because that's just who I am as a person.
Mhm.
You can find me here pulling shenanigans in various games on Table of Horrors. Next year, I'll be back again for season 3, and also on Thursday is the day that Carnage and G Minor is happening, and you can find me pulling shenanigans over there, and also other places. Brain, I know who I am. I know what I do. I'd be horrible at interrogation because I am incredibly forgetful.
You're a
Channel.
writer. Right,
Yes,
channel.
I'm a
Yeah.
writer. You can find me streaming right here on Twitch under the name Daybreakathon, where I play whatever I want whenever I can, except on Tuesdays when I have been working on my 3rd novel. Speaking of which, I have 2 novels published, available for purchase if you'd like to check those out. I worked very hard on them, and they're the same kind of chaotic that you've come to know already. Aside from that, I am also an artist, and I did the character art for the characters who have art, and my commissions are open if you'd like me to do some art for you as well. May or may not be a little bit slow if you were to commission me quickly, because season 3 is coming up, and we may or may not be getting some new assets. But just reach out and let me know. As streaming, finding me here and other places and writing and art, and I think that's everything except that my dog is here to say hello. He hears me doing the outro and he comes
Hello,
running.
puppers.
And then gotta put in, though the gremlins stole him from us this evening. In spirit, our beautiful Jason was here with us. I can only hope I tried to do any bit of justice, but Jason is played by our wonderful Noskavian, and in Noskavian's link is a link tree to some books that his friends wrote, including Day's books. So we have Day's books a second time, as well as
Obelisk, The Long Dream.
Obelisk, Long Dream, and Bloodlust of the Bloodletting series. I remember.
Yeah.
Bloodlust. It's Bloodlust. I can't talk. And there's music. There's a music one too, but I don't remember what it is.
Shiza.
Yeah, it's a lo-fi. It's like a lo-fi.
It's lo-fi. It's cool lo-fi
type
stuff.
of thing.
Good,
Yeah,
it's all badass. Go check the link tree. I'll also put myself, and then I'm gonna put Table of Horrors so I don't forget. Hi, I've been your Cosmic GM, Softenomicon. On Mondays, I do Run the Flood, which has been going for 2 seasons and is going to keep going well into season 3, and who knows how long after that. We'll see how long my players accept my tortures.
Oh, I was going to say, we'll see how long your players manage to hold you hostage.
Right.
That's
that is fair. I am
yeah.
a little bit at gunpoint, but that's okay. I deserve it sometimes, and I enjoy it.
Live.
Ha! But I am the Cosmic GM. I have 2 other games here on Table of Horrors. I have done Blood Price and Return to Silence, which are a VTM Sabbat game and a Monster Hearts 2e game, respectively. They are both on current hiatus until I can get properly back to them. Got to get players together, herding cats and all that. But there are episodes up on our YouTube, so if you want to see what those episodes were like, those are over there. Hear me brain don't work good. I am also a streamer where I do artwork, video games. Video games I play with Day a lot. At this point, we're suffering and dying in Pal World.
Suffering and dying.
I'm suffering.
And
Day's
I'm
dying. Yeah, I'm suffering. Day's dying. But I also do artwork. Currently, Tuesdays are a dedicated doing art stream and such. Specifically for so far my coloring book, which I have a Patreon for if you like coloring books and monsters. I have the periodic table of monsters that I'm working on, seeing how I'm going to get as much as I can. And then one day, maybe it'll be a physical book. Who knows? I brain good. I promise. I, artist, did all the assets you see before you. other than the character art, which was done by Day. And I can do assets for you if you would like, or monsters if you would like. I do have commissions open. I need to redo a lot of my links because I realized they link to a social media I don't use anymore. We'll fix it, I promise, in the new year. But other than that, for Table of Horrors in general, yes, on Thursdays is now Carnage in D minor, which VTM is set in the 80s. Please go watch them. It's a bunch of lovely people run by our lovely Shiver Bathory. Please go enjoy that. And while the
My
new
character
year
has a kazoo, and that's
Dave-
everything you need to know.
Yeah, Day's character has a kazoo, so hey, you get Day and kazoos. And throughout the new year, while we are downtime to fix some stuff up, they will serve your tabletop game palette for right now. Other than that, if I can, have a brain for more than 5 seconds, we required to go a raiding on some peoples. Aha! My favorite peoples
All right,
down in
all right.
Arizona Bay.
Ooh.
The
Hey.
Lollygaggers playing Otherscape. Gotta love them. We're gonna start that raid. But we cannot go until. Is it requesting? Are we requesting it? Until Cloudy says the line.
Sandra Rector, I know exactly who you are. I don't know what you want, but I don't care. I don't have a lot, but I have friends and skills you helped me learn. You will give me back my fiance. You will show me where my kid is. I will look for you. I will pursue you to the ends of the goddamn earth. And when I find you, I will fucking kill you.